Welcome back, everybody, to Cult of Collectors. Joining me, as always, is Charlie, and we got Ben Buster as our guests tonight. We're going to have several other people
Hey
come
guys.
in throughout the evening, so you guys could come in and check out our kind of quasi year in review for physical media. So
Hmm.
I think it's just going to be kind of showing our kind of a picks that we enjoyed this year.
Yeah.
For
Whether it be new, old, whatever it may be, like stuff that
Okay.
was already released, I guess, from like years before, but never had in your collection, and then you finally got them
Okay.
this year or something. And of course, new releases that came out this year as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
exactly.
I got a good little stack.
Yeah, I picked out a few things. I don't believe it's everything I had picked up this year, but it's some kind of fun things. I'm sure we got
Hey!
some.
Hey,
I'm
Oh
sure.
man.
I'm sure we'll have some doubled up things that everybody enjoyed.
probably.
Obviously, there was some pretty good releases this year.
Yes, there was. Especially when it comes to like steel books, and everybody loves the Lionsgate, artwork that comes out from them. So those are steals for
I'm,
sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not prepared at all. So you guys go first, okay?
Wait, you didn't pick
Yeah.
anything?
Oh.
It was all part of the plan, man. And then, but thankfully, I have a stack of shit over here I haven't put away. So
Well, there you go.
I've got stuff right here.
Well, I'll go first if you guys want. I would
I've
say
already seen things.
Coraline,
Yeah, that's
4K.
an awesome one.
Love this.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies, stop motion animation style. I know that Paranorman got a release too, but I would say this is my favorite between the two. That's why I picked this out of the bundle.
I'm looking forward to more of those too. They got two
Oh,
more on
yeah.
the way.
Yeah, Box Trolls and Kubo, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't wait to get those because I'm definitely gonna get those, even though I'm gonna be slowing down my buying of physical media. I'm not gonna quit completely. I'm just not gonna be buying as much as I used to.
That's fair.
But
Yeah,
Coraline looks amazing on 4K.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me this year with collecting was a big chunk of the year was spent like where I have all the issues with my cataracts. Before my cataract surgery, I just didn't have as much enjoyment watching, so I kind of fell off a little bit, and
Mhm.
and also kind of got away from kind of keeping up with like Blu-ray.com and seeing what the new stuff was coming out, because I would find myself going on there and just pre pre-buying a lot of things, and it
Oh
was
yeah.
just kind of getting ridiculous. And so now I've just kind of been
Yeah.
buying the
Yeah.
things I really want for my collection, and not so much just trying to keep up with. I don't want to try to keep up with people buying every new thing that comes out,
Oh,
because
definitely.
I can't do it, and it wasn't as enjoyable. So now, I just try to buy the stuff I
Yeah,
really
because you end
want for
up
my
buying
collection.
movies, you're just like, I didn't
Yeah.
really want that in my collection. I just did it because
Yeah.
everybody else basically did it. I've
Well,
noticed I've done that a few times where I just kind of
FOMO.
like jumped on the train
FOMO.
with everybody else.
yeah. Well, I did that for a while with the Dollar Tree stuff, and it was just piling up a bunch of crap. I ended up just boxing a lot of that stuff up, keeping some of the good finds out of there, and then boxing the rest
yeah.
of it up and putting it in storage, just because, I'm not going to watch a lot of some of these Korean titles and things like this. Even though some of them might be enjoyable, it's just I got too many other things to watch.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I've noticed that with Dollar Tree and like
Yeah.
99-cent store, because I know 99-cent store used to also like sell movies itself. But Dollar Tree, it's a lot of like Middle Eastern, like Bollywood type of movies and just stuff that's mainly overseas, different languages. And I'm like, well, not really into those too much, just because whenever I try to read subtitles in movies, I feel like it takes my attention away from the movie.
I'm the same way.
I don't mind, because I'll generally like watch anime. I've got a little bit more into watching the dub version of anime in the last in the recent years, but that's how I started out watching anime, was watching with subtitles, and I like the original Japanese tracks for some reason.
Yeah.
It was just
Looks like Ben Buster's having some trouble there. Oh, there he is.
There he's back.
All right. I apologize for that. I hate this weather I'm experiencing up here in Illinois.
It looked like Justin
it-
just messaged me saying that he's going to eat something and then join.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And then 4K D-Ray, he will be joining us. He's I guess, driving at the moment, and that's why, like he said, about 20, 25 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want him crashing.
I was usually when I go for 4K, I obviously want to have a good transfer, and I really thought this was a good transfer this year.
Which one?
Oh, I'm used to my camera being over here. I changed it up and put it back to the center, but
I noticed that. I like,
That's
I
the-
like, I like
Hellboy.
the background going
Yeah.
on. Heck yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, because wasn't that basically like a reprint that came back out or something also?
Yeah, I think it was on 4K before, but I'm not sure about the transfer, but it looked really good.
Well, I meant the Steelbook.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about that.
They did that for a few
You
this year.
have
Notice they went back and got the Blu-ray Steelbook and then just redid it with the 4K
Like with Wayne's World.
disc in it. They did it for Wayne's World, Tommy's Boy, Groundhog Day. I mean, it's just kind of like, guys, this is...
Well, Groundhog Day actually looks nice.
Yeah, but I like that cover for Hellboy. That's kind of
Yeah.
the
No,
puzzle
it's nice.
cover, though.
I like that artwork.
Definitely
Yeah.
nice. What about you, Bim Buster? What did you like of this year so far?
New release wise, I gotta say it was this guy right here.
Oh, nice.
That was a good one.
Walmart, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Walmart 4K exclusive. Yeah,
Nice.
right there. Yeah.
So is
But
that
all
your
the-
only copy, or do you have the
No,
Best Buy?
I double dipped on the Best Buy Steelbook too.
Okay.
There you go.
So I mean, if I don't ever open up this one, then I can watch that one. So,
Oh, there you go.
and the only other new one I picked up really this year was right here, Bullet Train.
Oh, Bullet
Okay.
Train.
'Cause
Yeah,
that
I haven't
completed
picked
my
that one up
Bullet-
yet. I want to see it though.
That completed my Sandra Bullock collection.
There you go.
She only has
I've
a
heard
cameo
good
in it.
things.
Only-
I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was.
It was. It is. It's
Yeah.
a fun movie.
Nice.
It's
How about you, Jody? What's one of your favorite pickups of the year?
kind of like Lock, Stock,
I tell
and
you
Two
what,
Smoking
man.
Barrels on the train.
Nah.
A little
It
bit.
did. It did. It reminded me of that. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
I actually grabbed. I'll show off 3 of them. They released this new thing called the Film Vault, and I wasn't really sure what to expect.
Okay.
It was kind of a. It's. I would say it's a European thing, but you can get it like on like Zavvi US.
Mm-hmm.
But they did Scarface, Goodfellas, the original Blade Runner, and 1979. I did not pick up 1979, but once I got these in hand, I might go back and get it because I was not expecting this. This thing's
It's
huge.
pretty cool.
And I mean, they slide out. They got nice little things in here.
Nice.
They come with this like. They come with a bunch of stuff. I just wasn't expecting this giant thing. I was so impressed by it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just for like Scarface, you get all these. It's not steelbook or anything. It kind of has like its own little packaging for the discs.
Nice.
And then like each individual release gets its own like acrylic placard.
That's
You
cool.
can read it, but they only made like 3,000 of Scarface.
Speaking of acrylic, Malco is going to be doing acrylic protectors.
Yeah, he got with me a few months ago and asked me my opinion on that, and I was like, dude, I'd be all over it, especially if you can get it for like premiums. But
Oh yeah.
he was like, it costs so much that he'd have to order in like huge bulk, and he doesn't know if people would pay how much it's going to cost to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully, though,
whenever
it'll
they're
be a
available on the
reasonable price.
website. I hope so. I'm wanting to say when we were discussing back in the day, for the ones that he's showing off that just hold a single steelbook or a slip cover,
Yeah.
like Aero Video or whatever, I think it's gonna be like in the low 20s for one.
For one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely
Cool.
take some time to buy for all your
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to make a stack of like which ones do I want to protect.
Yeah, exactly. Which one should have the actual acrylic protection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be a company. I follow a guy that he used this acrylic company where he would send in the measurements. He got almost all of his one clicks. They would completely customize an acrylic case for you, but they stopped doing it. Like 2 months after he gave me the info, I went to see how much it was going to be, and they stopped doing customs. I was like, damn it. So
Well,
maybe one day.
Maybe one day. So another thing that I got in my stack, I would say this one, I'm actually glad, even though it's a few years old already. But the reason why I'm putting it in this pile is because it actually came with a slipcover.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and guess who I bought it from? Best Buy. When they were having their deals, it was like $5.99.
Nice.
Nice.
So
That's always good when you can find the slipcovers when they're that cheap.
oh, and I'm glad. I am so glad because I'm like, I've been wanting to get it. Don't get me wrong, but anytime I saw it, it was always without it. So
Yeah.
I was like hoping, but
especially that hologram one. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Especially that foil.
Oh yeah,
That foil.
the iridescent of it. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that would be one of my favorites of the year so far. I actually need to grab another one too.
That's the one thing I regret not buying a couple years ago is that steelbook set of the first, I guess it's the first, it was the Power Rangers, the first run, just the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shout did that, didn't they? Wasn't that Shout that did that?
Somebody, yeah. I didn't even really see it advertised very much. I just ran across it one day on, I think it was on Amazon, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to pay a couple $100 for it or not. That was the kind of the deal. I kind of wish I did.
Want to go next, John, on your next favorite?
Yeah, I mean,
Or we
I
can
just have
talk
them
some
in
of the
a
movies
stack
that came
here.
out in theater too.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of everything, but yeah, I mean, obviously everybody got this, so I mean, of course,
Yeah.
I'm a,
I
huge
didn't get the
Tarantino
steel
fan.
book. I got the regular, the slipcover.
Yeah. So, the transfer looked really great on the 4K, so it was. I was very happy with that.
That's good because I know Quentin Tarantino apparently is against 4K, which I don't understand why. I don't. I mean, like, if he's a movie lover, he should love it regardless.
He's a huge VHS collector.
Oh, yeah.
So he's probably
Yeah.
Well, he
Doesn't he
Well,
still
he's a big
shoot on
fan
film?
of-
Isn't he
yeah.
still one of the only
Yeah.
directors who shoots on film? So
Well, and that's why you should love 4K. That's what I was trying to get at is because film transfers are really great on 4K.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Or 6K or 8K, whatever you transfer it. But I mean, obviously, it's the 4K disc.
Oh
but
yeah.
a lot of them. Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's a lot of these really good transfers are like 6K or 8K stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. Like My Fair Lady and the Ten Commandments. I heard that those were both scanned in 8K, but then of course downscaled to the 4K.
Yeah.
And that's why they look so good.
Mhm.
At
Yeah,
least
you
that's
can-
what I've heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked good. And obviously, it's got a really good soundtrack, so it really kind of booms with the.
Well, one movie that
Dolby
I
Atmos.
want to see really bad, and when it does finally get announced to get a physical release, I'm definitely going to buy it because I can't go to any theater near me to see it, which is The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Fraser. Sorry, he corrected everybody. Everybody's been saying Fraser. It's Fraser.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that for decades.
But I'm really wanting to see that movie. I don't know
I
if any
too.
of you guys got to see it, but
Not
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet. They've got it. It's playing in like the big theater.
Yeah.
It's that has like the IMAX theater also, but obviously it's not an IMAX. But yeah, it's that none of my locals, but they're talking like it might get an even wider release. So hopefully one of my closer theaters will get it.
yeah.
I don't want to go to my AMC, my Regal, or my Cinemark, which one of those three has it. I can't remember which one. I just don't want to pay that type of money to go to the
Regal.
theater.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Now when right down like a block and a half from me, I have a $5 theater.
Right.
God, I remember movie tickets
$5
being like
matinee, so-
$3 as a kid.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I
and now
enjoy
it's
them.
what, like $13-14?
I enjoy their $1 summer movies that they have. They're a bunch of kids animated films. So I'm
Uh-huh.
like,
Nice.
which ones haven't I seen? Okay, this one I haven't seen. I haven't seen this one. Okay, so I could go there for $1. Go here for $1. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's nice.
Yeah, for their
Yeah.
flashback cinema stuff at my theater, it's called Galaxy Theaters, by the way.
Okay.
But they have flashback cinema, and those movies end up being like $5 to go and see.
Okay.
I got to see The Labyrinth, which was awesome to see in a theater. Because
Yeah, we have
I
5
only
hour
saw it on
Tuesdays.
VHS and so on
Yeah, we
and so
don't.
forth.
Yeah, around here, I don't even think we have a discount theater anymore. We used to have there was like an AMC discount theater, and it went out of business. They've even tore the whole building down recently.
Oh,
So
wow.
all I have is,
Wow.
well, here in the town I live in, we have Cinemark, and then in Lexington we have like a Regal and a Cinemark, and there's a place called the Movie Tavern, which is a place where you can eat and see movies. And yeah, it used to, like in Lexington, there used to be, I don't know, 4 or 5. At one time there was like 3 or 4 Cinemarks, and then they just kind of merged them all together into one big theater. And then they have the Regal Theater, which has the IMAX, and that's all they have anymore. But I mean, that's just because for the last several years the attendance has been going down.
The
More
only
and more.
IMAX near me is about an hour away.
The only theater that didn't shut down or go bankrupt around here, besides the ones I mentioned, that little local theater I was talking about,
Yeah.
remained open, had limited showing, limited seating, but they were showing like maybe 2 movies in the entire theater. So we're talking 12 screens, 2 movies.
Yeah.
So they had 6 screens going at once, and they survived through the entire pandemic by doing it that way.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how the one down there for me was.
Yeah, I don't. I guess the Cinemark and Regal were just big enough corporations, or they got bailouts or some. I think some of the theaters got bailouts.
Well, see,
But
the Galaxy
they
Theater
completely
that's near
closed
me.
down.
Oh, sorry, John, if I interrupted. I am so
No,
sorry.
no, I was kind of. No, I just said they both. They all of them were completely closed during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They started coming back around in, I think, late 21 maybe, because I think I didn't start seeing any movies till late last year maybe, when they kind of.
Sounds about right.
I mean, they may have had some limited showings, but that's it.
I know they had small showings during 2020 in general. It was just they would only let so many people in because they were trying to do that 6 feet apart and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
people were, streaming was just high demand of 2020, especially physical media. But now, things being open again, it's just, yeah. Oh,
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
What's
Hey,
up?
All right.
hey.
Hey.
Better late than never.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I'm Central Time, so I thought it was 7 p.m. Central Time, not Eastern. So that's where I got my time.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
always put EST.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Justin,
after that,
same
I'm
here
like,
too.
crap.
When I saw that, I'm like, oh crap! I'm like, let me scarf down this food and just get in there. That's why I
Yeah,
asked.
same.
If is it okay if I just got on it a little bit? Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll see the other people come in because, they said they wanted to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't, then they don't. If they got busy, shit happens.
Yeah.
That's be fun anyway. So.
Yeah.
So what else is?
So
Justin
Justin
wants to
needs
show
to
some-
bring up one of his favorite physical media releases of the year.
Oh.
He's like me. He just sat down and got on. He's like, I didn't pull shit. I didn't-
I
He's
thought
like,
about
damn, right on the
some.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pull.
Sorry, Justin.
He's gonna go grab every Lionsgate that came out this year. Which is
Well, I guess
fair.
while
It's
he's
fine. There's
looking,
no
I don't
shame in
know.
it, man.
Oh, no, he's being quick.
Probably 2 top favorite ones that came out this year. I don't really have anything crazy, but probably Top Gun and Batman, I'd say.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Got my
One
wife.
of the best
Good.
looking Blu-rays. This the HDR content in Batman was amazing. Like the blacks in that movie is just insane. And the Top Gun, the practical effects in the IMAX scenes are just that's everyone's new demo disc. I'm sure everyone has seen. So
No, yeah.
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 That one
My,
up there.
Excuse me.
Yep, there you
Me
go.
and my wife started watching it the other night. It's almost 3 hours long. Could not get through it. I mean, she couldn't. She's like, I'm exhausted. Let's watch it tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
Top Gun Maverick, I didn't even realize how long it was because I enjoy it that much.
Yeah, how long is it? 130 minutes. So about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I was about to say, not too desperately long.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't even opened this yet. Did you guys get this?
Oh, that's sick.
The combo.
No, I wanted to. I thought.
What is that one?
Mm-mm.
That's the.
It's the
Oh,
Top
the
Gun 1
Mac-
and 2.
The
And it
two,
comes
right?
with the steel books.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
even opened it yet, but
I got my wife the 2-pack 4K for Christmas. So
There you
Top
go.
Gun and Top Gun Maverick,
This one.
yeah.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I thought about going the
Yeah.
steelbook route, but I didn't have the first one, so I just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm gonna get the. That one's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
So
set. God, that was a really cool set. I didn't feel like spending over 150. Well, I don't know how much it was at the time. But it looks cool.
It came down here recently. I think it's like 110, 120 now. I saw it for 99 on Amazon for like a day or two
Hmm.
during all the Christmas craziness.
I
Mhm.
didn't even look at Amazon. I have all my deals set for like Best Buy to let me know what's going on over there.
Right.
But I don't think Amazon has anything like that. Well,
Here at the end of the year, man, especially for steelbooks, I think Amazon, Walmart,
Yeah.
Target, everybody was doing some crazy deals on some really
Yeah,
good
they
stuff.
Walmart had that It's a Wonderful Life one for like $10.
Yeah,
Damn.
and that's an awesome steelbook. I love that steelbook.
that's a 4K.
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
the
I think I have
114
that.
right now.
That
They
does-
also had my next pull, which I found, which is an older movie, but I found it in their 750 dump bin, right there.
Oh,
nice.
that's cool. Nice.
The school book of Uncle Drew, yeah.
Uncle Drew.
Where did I see
That's
that?
cool.
Cool.
That one is really cool.
Yeah. So, which was crazy
What's up,
that they
Mike?
had for that week or week and a half that they had, that everyone was posting about. It was like, oh, they have steelbooks in the 750 bin, and I'm like looking through them. I'm like, this is the only one I found.
What
But
up? What
I'm
up?
fine with
Steel
that.
for
Yeah.
750.
Mine didn't have
Yeah.
shit.
That's awesome.
I didn't dig deep in that bin, but I went
Yeah.
over to it. But my Walmart didn't have shit.
Well,
My
my
Walmart
doesn't.
sucks.
My Walmart doesn't get those cardboard displayers that I see everyone get. They're like, oh, look at all these 4Ks. They're like $4.50 or so. I'm like, I didn't get those. Or those nice graffiti slipcover ones. Yeah, I didn't see any of those.
Yeah, last time I went to
Having-
my Walmart, they didn't really have anything, honestly.
Yeah.
I try to avoid it as much as possible, but
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
don't
not
do
going
a
every
lot
day.
of my movie shopping at, Walmart. Once in a great while, I will, but most of the time, it's usually either Target or Best Buy and Amazon.
Yeah.
That's where the good stuff's at.
well,
Lately, they have been doing quite a bit, though. Like House of Dragons Steelbook, I thought was going to be a Best Buy exclusive and only come out right there. No, they had it at my local Walmart like last
Yeah.
week. I was like, huh. They're really starting to drop that stuff. Like they did the same for Jurassic World Dominion.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was one. But yeah, I was surprised. I think they're trying to get into that era and start selling limited editions
Cool.
and stuff. We've seen that with like Black Adam or Dune or Batman. They had that, but
Who is that in the chat right now?
it's Mike. The other guy I do a show with, that you were
Oh,
on with.
okay.
Lastly, yeah. Dag Films. I gave him
I
the
couldn't
link.
really
He
see
might.
through
He
my
might come
eyes.
in. He might come in later. I don't know if he was going to. No, he said he's driving, so it doesn't sound like.
Oh,
it,
okay.
so-
Yeah, he said he was
yeah.
listening to it. I think that's
Yeah.
what I caught at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
But did anybody else like this one for the year? The release of Lost Boys?
yeah, I did get that Steelbook.
I didn't pick
I
that
see-
up.
Yeah, I got the steelbook. Yeah.
I had it. Here's the problem. I had it. And the messed up part is that when I opened it, it was damaged.
Oh,
Like
shit.
literally hanging off the spine type of deal. I was so upset because I had to return it. I wanted the same thing, but they were all already gone. Couldn't get
yeah, you
anything.
can't. They're like, well, it's limited. We can't just give you a new one.
I
Which
know,
is
and it's like,
how is
well,
that my
that's
problem?
bullshit because I wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad I still have it, but I'm unhappy that I didn't get what I originally wanted, which was the Steelbook.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at least I have it regardless.
Yeah.
Well, sometime next year, hit me up because I'll have an extra one.
Really?
Because I'll get the one that I'll get the one that CM's putting out, and it's coming with the same steelbook. So
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, let me know when that's dropping, and I'll hit you up.
it's CM. We don't know.
What?
Cinemuseum just dropped. It's Cinemuseum. We have no idea when their shit comes out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually the first time I'd seen that movie this year was Lost Boys after I got that steelbook.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of the 80s horror movies and like a lot of genre I'm trying
Yes.
to watch more of, but I didn't get into it until I started like actually watching cinema and really getting into it right after I got out of college. That's when I like really started collecting and started watching more stuff I haven't seen and like focus on more practical effects and special features and really getting into it. I didn't do that towards college. In college, I was doing a lot of digital collecting, and that made sense at the time because I was traveling everywhere. But now I actually got a house where I can actually store a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let's get into it.
It is a problem, storage.
Yeah.
I'm running
Yeah.
that issue now.
But you,
You know what's funny is that since we're on the topic of physical media in itself, I was watching a video yesterday where a guy does this 10 things you didn't know about whatever movie, but it was for Ernest Saves Christmas. And on the list was never got a Blu-ray release.
Nope.
Never. And
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I was trying to look for a Blu-ray release and see if it ever had one, but
yep,
it doesn't.
does not exist.
Yeah.
It's like Stakeout. We have another Stakeout with Emilio Estevez, Rosie O'Donnell, and Richard Dreyfuss on Blu-ray, but we don't have the first one. I'm like,
Yeah.
But
I was talking with somebody earlier today. I'm like, we need more Farley on Blu-ray.
Yeah, we do.
More fun. Yeah, agreed.
Black Sheep, that's on Blu-ray, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, I believe
I
so.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
what?
Beverly Hills Ninja's not.
Yeah, Beverly Hills
Yeah.
Ninja.
is not.
That's one
Yeah,
that doesn't
it's
have a
not.
Blu-ray.
Almost
I
Heroes
was
is not.
listening to a podcast. It might get one now because apparently Christian Bale thinks that that's the masterpiece. That it's the greatest film he's ever seen.
Which one?
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Christian
He
Bale said that?
Yeah, he said in an interview. It's like that's the greatest movie I've ever seen. It's an absolute masterpiece.
Probably
Oh my
'cause
So
God.
maybe they'll
He's
get some.
trying-
I love
Maybe we'll
it.
get some steam rolling.
He's probably trying to push the physical media game because
He could
like,
be.
Yeah.
well,
I know
'cause
that
it makes
Kevin
sense.
Smith at the beginning of Clerks 3 talks about the
Yeah.
importance of physical media.
Yeah,
Yeah. So which makes
and I know
sense
that
because
Matt
like
Damon interview.
I don't know about
from
you
a few
guys,
years
but
ago.
going to the movies and actually having like stream within 45 days later, I don't like my theater isn't anything special. I just wait till it comes out so I can get the disc or
Right.
watch on streaming or something because my theater here doesn't really. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So if that happens, like how are the actors making their money? You know what I mean? Like they rely on ticket sales, and then when it comes out on DVD, that's when they rely on those
It
sales
was-
as well.
I know there was a few years ago, a couple of years ago, Matt Damon did an interview where he talked about just that, Justin.
On
Where
Hot
he's
Ones.
like the 6-month window from the time the movie was done in theaters to the physical release. That's like a second premiere for that.
Yeah.
So it's like all those residuals that they would get on the back end. Here, the movie's being re-released again. Here's more money for you, rather than getting it all up front like they do now.
In that interview, something that's on Hot Ones where
It
he's
is.
eating those hot wings and he's just
Yeah.
trimming balls and like getting a lot of. I really enjoyed that interview. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
That show's pretty cool on YouTube, the hot ones.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. There's some that I like, and then some I'm just like me. Like certain celebrities I'm not that into, I guess you could say, to watch it. But Will Ferrell was on it to promote the movie he did with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Gor-
Yeah, it has to-
the
I feel
Gordon
like it's hit or
Ramsay
miss,
one's hilarious. The
I didn't
Gordon
get to
Ramsay
see
one's
it because I
hilarious.
don't have Apple TV. So
I
That's
had
the
no
sad
idea.
part.
Mike said his vote for best 4K is Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. So.
I heard that about. I heard that was the best restoration on that movie. Yeah, I want that bad.
Yeah.
Well, I heard it was good restoration, but not the best either.
Really? Which part? Like which portion of it? I guess wasn't.
Well,
Looked
I
pretty
mean,
good
it's
to me.
not so much
Yeah.
like what portion. It was just like I hear more that it was good, but it's not the best. past.
Yeah.
Like I have Pulp Fiction and I have Reservoir Dogs, but I have not watched them since I got them.
Mhm.
So I couldn't personally say anything on it.
Yeah, I'm mostly going off of what Jeff from Films
Hey,
Alone
my
said.
friend Carrie. Yep,
Did Reservoir Dogs get a steelbook?
it did.
Yeah,
Yes.
it got the
Yeah,
Lionsgate one.
I'll grab it.
Yeah, Lionsgate slip.
With the
I was
ear.
looking
the
for
one
it
with the
because
bloody
it's
ear.
on the shelf. I'll go grab it, but Charlie's gonna beat me to it.
I got it.
There you go.
Yeah, because I didn't
Yeah.
get that one.
That I
That's
freaking
so
that
good.
was the greatest idea.
It really was.
I'm surprised they let him do it.
Wow. Honestly, I bet you it made quite a bit. It made a buck because that one's a really cool one out of all the Lionsgate ones. I think
Mhm.
that
And apparently, I felt bad because like Best Buy sold out of it in pre-orders, and I forget if it was Italy or France. One of the two posted it, so I posted a link to it because it looked like the same steelbook, and it was the same steelbook, but the slipcover of the ear didn't come off. So everybody that got that one was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, "That's the best part of it." I don't know why they would take that away.
You know what I would like to get though, but you have to go to Zavvi to get it. Is the 76 King Kong?
Oh, I got that. That's right here.
You did?
Yeah.
Let me say that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
I
I
haven't
have.
opened it yet. Hang on.
I have
Let me
it
bust
on,
up.
but not the steelbook. I have the shout.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't know
you have
Zavvi
that
was gonna.
Original Blu-ray. Same here.
Zavvi was gonna get it, so I got it from. But yeah, there's the steelbook of it. I wish my light was better. I'm sorry.
Nice.
That's sick.
There we go.
I hope that looks really good on 4K.
And it's like full like wraparound art too. So
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and the sequel to
Yeah,
that
nice.
one, King Kong Lives, is supposed to get a Blu-ray release.
Who's doing it? Shout.
yeah, I saw that somewhere.
I think Shout. Yeah.
Yeah, they got stuff like that. That's so good.
But Carrie said, "Hey, enjoying the stream. I love that Kevin Smith had Kevin Smith had to say about physical media. The only thing I
yeah.
would say about that is did he cry at the end of it?
Probably.
At the end of the speech, no.
Yeah. I've been very disappointed in Kevin Smith the last several years, doing all the lying about the He-Man and all that stuff. And
Well, I
Just
like
kind of-
Clerks 3 to kind of, you know,
I need,
Get off the He-Man
I need to watch it 'cause
Yeah.
I really like the idea behind Clerks 3. So I need to watch that.
I do too. Yeah, me and my brother grew up
Yeah.
just watching Clerks 1 and 2. We watched as our tradition every Christmas Eve. We'd watch that instead of watching a Christmas tree or something. We'd watch Clerks.
nice.
And so yeah, there's a lot of history with that one. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm glad they're at least pushing for physical media because I mean we've seen Best Buy go down to one shelf, Walmart basically going down to one shelf. Like it's we're seeing it, and I hope 5 years to 10, we're still in that era, because it's like something for us. Streaming just doesn't bring the joy out of getting a steelbook or going to the main menu, looking at all the cool art that they do, look at all the special features. Granted, you can get that through streaming. But
Yeah.
it's just something exciting about that. And
Yeah.
as long as it's still they're here, I'll buy it.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
think
funny
I'll as well,
because
too.
a girl that I follow named Ashley on both TikTok and Instagram, she's a movie collector, and she made a video literally talking about like, oh, my internet's down, so we can't stream anything, but is that going to stop me? Because she shows her movies, and I'm like,
right. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
like exactly. What does that say?
Yeah.
Lionsgate?
It's absolutely killing the steelbook game.
Yes, they are.
That's Gentry
They
game.
are. They are.
I just pre-ordered the Warm Bodies because that looks great.
Oh, Warm
Oh, it
Bodies.
looks
That
great,
one I'm
doesn't it?
definitely interested
it
in.
looks so good.
You got Jason Mewes back in the house again. I don't.
There he is.
Did someone say Clerks 3?
Did someone say Clerks? We're not talking about you, Jay, Mr. J Muse.
If you're Jason Mewes, send me a free copy of it, and I'll watch it.
There you
then.
go.
Yeah, J Muse. No.
Yeah. If you're the real one, I'll send me a copy too, and I'll say it's the best movie ever, and should be up for Oscar consideration. So
Yeah.
And pay us. Pay us royalties.
Did you ever see the movie Jason Mewes directed?
What movie is that?
Yeah, shit. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's yeah, I apologize. I forget the name of it. Yeah, he directed a movie a few years ago. It was all right. Oh,
Is it
I'll look it
like
up.
J. Hughes? Red Hughes?
Yeah.
Does he have dentures now or something? Because like when I watched Clerks 3, no
Dude.
joke, it looked like his top
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
super white.
He just went and got all new veneer. Got it done. But yeah, he needed to get the tone it down version. It's just when I saw the
That
trailer
was
for that movie.
bright ass white.
When I saw the trailer for that movie, I was like, why is nobody talking about this? Why are we just looking at this like it's okay?
Is that how they did their
They're
white
bright.
balance?
Dude, it's like they're bright, and then he also got the wrong size. They're too big. They're too big for his
Something.
mouth.
It was called Madness in the Method.
Madness and Method. Yep, I just found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy crime movie.
That was rough.
Who wants to show off their next favorite in their collection?
Ooh.
Like
I double dipped on this because Arrow does awesome limited releases with their hard box, and they did Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. They did one just with the standard. Damn light. There we go. They got
Yeah.
one with just the standard 4K, and then they also did one that includes a steelbook. So they did two different arts,
Nice.
and the steelbook itself. I freaking love the steelbook.
When
It's
did they
got
I
all
drop
want
that?
that on the 4K.
Yeah, both copies were 4K. Just one came with a steelbook and one came without.
Oh, is this
Oh,
the
he's
movie
starring
that
it
you're
too?
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that guy in it. I love that guy.
British actor, right?
Yeah.
I think he was in Lock, whatever. I can't even say the damn movie. Lock,
Vinny Jones.
something too small.
Yeah.
for
Vinny,
That's it.
Vinny Jones. Yeah.
I'll
What were you
go-
showing?
Oh, he was showing
I-
Prince of Thieves 4K.
I enjoyed this steelbook, the Limey.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah, it
did you
was,
turn it? Did you take it off and turn it around?
Nice.
Now take off the slip fully. Turn the slip. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and then turn it back.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Nice.
I didn't know it did that.
Isn't that awesome?
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing these is a freaking genius.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I hope they continue to keep doing them. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's a really good movie too. If you've I've never seen that one.
If you ever get bored, just go down the rabbit hole it is what Lionsgate owns.
That's what,
Mhm.
You're like,
Behind
oh my
here.
god.
that's
Oh,
what
I
I was
know.
about to say. I was about to ask everybody, what is their favorite movie that Lionsgate owns that
Oh.
they had not dropped a slipcover for?
Got a
That
question
would
for
be like,
Jody
all right,
here.
I would like to see that. You know,
When's, Jody, Existence Mind 1 or 11, excuse me. Jody, when's the date for those Star Wars 4K steelbooks dropping in the U.S.?
I don't have any information other than I saw where they're supposed to be hitting the U.S. sometime this year. So I was excited to read that, so I shared it yesterday. And I was also quickly DM'd and said, "You shouldn't have shared that." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I was excited." So
Oh. Warm Bodies is another good movie, at least to me. LOL.
that's cool.
Well, no,
Yeah,
Warm
yeah.
Bodies is
That's
actually
great.
a fun movie.
Yeah.
I love it.
yeah,
Because it's not, there's a lot of horror fans out there, and it's, I don't know, it's romance and it's kind of comedy, and, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I get that.
A romantic horror comedy.
Yeah, I feel like I get that kind of just, I don't even know. I just
I mean, I enjoy
a
the
great one. I
movie.
love
Don't
it.
get me wrong. I enjoy Warm Bodies. I like the concept of it. As in, if you just show fucking love to everybody, they go back to normal.
Right. That's cool. Definitely Shaun of the Dead vibe.
Yeah,
yeah,
kinda.
Next movie.
What else have you
Yeah.
picked up, Ben Buster?
I actually do a lot of Macari shopping, so I mean I sold a few things, so I was able to pick up like 4 items that I'm very proud of for this year. First one's right here. You guys can see it. The Last Dance.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That was a
nice.
cool series.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. Being right here in Chicago, growing up watching this team, I'm like I couldn't do that, and
Oh,
I was
for
like
sure.
I want the
That's-
Blu-ray, and it was still brand new, still sealed. So,
Nice,
awesome.
and I mean I only paid like $20 shipped for it. So.
nice.
The other ones I got were, like I said, Macari hauls. These were all like one haul. I got me some Criterions, so
Oh,
There you go.
I got two Charlie Chaplin's, The Great Dictator
Oh, yeah.
and Gold Rush.
Nice.
Nice.
Those are both good.
Well, like I only buy like when it comes to Criterion, I only buy the stuff I like, and I really love the old comedy like Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy,
Oh, yeah.
all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to Criterion,
and,
same here.
Harold Lloyd, stuff like that.
and
Buster Keaton.
I had a friend talk to me about this because I love the Magnificent Seven. He recommended Seven Samurai to me, so I'm like, I found the DVD for like $5 shipped. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy that, check it out before I turn it into a Blu-ray. So
There's nothing wrong with that. I still buy plenty
No,
of
no,
DVDs
there's
because
uh-huh.
a lot of things it's not
Especially-
being transferred.
Yeah, not just that, but I also buy
This is the
them
collection of
because I've never-
Magnificent Seven. It's
Yeah.
got all the movies
Yeah.
apparently on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have that
Nice.
same one. It's like John, like I said, with the DVDs, I buy them if
Yeah.
it's a movie I've never seen. I would
Mhm.
rather pay the couple bucks to watch that movie and be like, is this really worth me upgrading to like Blu-ray, rather than just
Yeah.
going out there day one or day two and buying the Blu-ray or 4K. I'm like, I've never seen this movie. Will I like it, or am I just buying it because everyone else is?
Well, I mean, I'm more of a movie watcher myself than,
Yeah, same here.
but obviously collect. But I enjoy the movie, so I don't
Yeah.
really care if I get the steelbook or not. It's not as important. If I run into the steelbook, I'll buy it just because the collectability of it. But I don't. It's kind of like that Reservoir Dogs. I just ran into that copy. And I was like, I'm not going to try harder to get the steelbook just because I want to see the movie. I want the transfer.
Yeah.
So
It's got to be that Die Hard movie, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's your favorite top 5. You're gonna go in
Yeah.
and get the the exclusive, something you enjoy and get out every year.
now this was a good transfer. I enjoy my zombie movies, so
Oh
There you
yeah.
go.
Oh yeah,
Return of the Living Dead.
I
yeah.
do have that.
Yeah.
That was a
This is a
really
good
good
one.
transfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
one of
I
my,
believe-
that's, I would say my favorite zombie movie.
I believe part of that movie was shot in Louisville. Me and Mike talked about it on the show a little bit. Because it takes place in Louisville, Kentucky, but
Oh, does it?
but
Oh,
it, I'm not sure how much of the movie was shot here. I should know more about it, but it's probably in the special features. I haven't sat down and watched all the special features yet. So,
John, since you're a fan of wrestling, are you aware that Cody Rhodes is from Kentucky?
no, not really. I didn't. But
I just found that out
I don't-
today.
I don't keep up with that much. I know more about the old wrestling. I was watching a little bit of AEW there for a while. It just gets boring to me. I don't know. It's just because I'm just not into I guess where I'm adult. It's just the drama part of it. It's not that exciting. And
I don't even watch the shows themselves anymore. I just
Yeah.
watch the top 10, and that's
wrestling, just the wrestling stuff. Yeah. I mean, the wrestling was really good in AEW. It was kind of more like classical
it. Like
WWF.
Attitude Era almost, or ECW
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just kind of I lost interest in it. I'm just not a big sports guy, anyways. We lost Ben Buster again, so
Yeah, we did. Is there anybody
Um,
else waiting on the other end that wants to join yet?
not yet. Haven't seen anybody pop in yet.
Did y'all
so.
get this?
Which one?
Yeah.
I can't see what that is.
The Fog.
So
no, I did not.
The Shout Factor. Yeah.
The fall.
One movie that I hope that gets a 4K is
I
The
didn't
Mist.
get that one. The Velvet Fog.
Which one was it?
I said the Velvet
The
Fog.
The Mist. Oh, were you talking
Mel-
about?
The Mist. Yes, I have that actually on. I just got it on Blu-ray. It was like a double
What-
feature of 1408 and.
Wh-
The
What
Mist.
was Master Shakes? He had a superhero persona on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It was like the Fog or something like that. And the Mist.
I don't
don't-
remember
I don't-
for that one.
Remember. That's been so long.
I don't know if you guys watch that show or not. Yeah.
Aqua Teen
I did
Hunger
way back
Force,
in the
I
day.
watched a lot of it, but I know I haven't seen every episode. That's for sure.
How you
Oh,
doing?
who's that?
Oh, and you got
The
this
Towski
one.
Greetings, all.
Pictures.
How's it going?
Is it
Oh yeah, that was a good
Dick
one.
Kowski
Oh,
or
that's
Nick
still-
Kowski
yeah.
Pictures?
Yeah, I pre-ordered that one.
I have the movie, but not the steelbook.
Yeah. Got
The
Carrie
Drizzle,
2
yes,
this year.
thank you. Yeah, The Drizzle. I've actually got a new Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie that came out recently, and I haven't sat down
Yeah.
and watched it. I bought it a while back, and
The
I haven't
4K
watched
one,
it yet.
right?
I don't know if I got it on 4K or just Blu-ray. It's over
Because there was an
there.
Aqua Teen Hunger movie that came out in 4K.
Was it?
Yeah, I think I saw that at Walmart. It had a slipcover.
All I know is that one of
I'll
my favorite pickups of the year so far too is the Paramount Presents of Harold and Maude. Since I couldn't get the Criterion one, it went out of print. But this one I'm super excited to have because I had a chance to get it at one point. Don't get me wrong, I did, but I just put it aside thinking it'd be there, and lo and behold, sells out and goes out of print.
Of
I
course.
need to get Wally before it goes out of print.
Oh yeah, I got that. Where'd I put that?
I don't have a Criterion purchase yet. I did a pre-order Days and Confused for Criterion. I was gonna snag that.
I have some Criterion. I don't have a lot, but I have some. Like I have Breakfast Club, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Dazed and Confused, Raging Bull in 4K, and Menace to Society in 4K. I think those are the only ones I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think with Wally, I think I got like maybe.
Oh, and Wally.
Criterion. So
Oh, sick.
I forgot I have Wally too.
I forgot where I put it.
Yeah, my Blu-ray purchasing have been to minimum this year. I spent some money on my setup for my home theater and didn't get to.
If you think about it too, Criterion, since a lot of their stuff has been mastered in 4K, there it is.
One's
I think
I
that's
just
the one
got
that
the-
came out in 4K.
I just got the Blu-ray, but that's all right. It's still got the slipcover one, so
Nice.
Yeah.
But with
I'm not-
Criterion, all their stuff is scanned in 4K just about. So it's one of those,
Yeah.
they could put a lot of the stuff they already have out on
Oh, there it
physical 4K. So like if they wanted to do Breakfast Club on 4K, they could because they already have the master itself. They just need to put it back to the original
Yeah.
format.
I haven't opened it yet, but there it is.
Yeah, I want that.
I have it opened.
I might snag that. I've been not doing that.
Actually,
Debating on
sold
that
my Wally Steelbook.
Oh, I can't do that.
I did. I wasn't
Which one
that
did you
worried
have?
about it, honestly.
Did you have that like the one that Best Buy kind of did fairly recently with like the chalk style artwork on it, or was it an older? Was it a Wally Steel?
It was the one that was the purple Steelbook. The
Okay,
4K.
yeah,
think so.
yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Chef,
Yeah.
you're damn right.
Now I haven't watched that yet. I haven't watched that. I've seen the movie. I haven't watched that copy of it yet. But this was a good. It's black and white, but it's a good transfer
Mhm.
on
Oh, I
4K.
love that. Yeah, that's on my list too.
Oh, I've got the
I need to
I
get
got
that.
the Steelbook from Germany of it.
Oh, nice.
I love
I didn't even know they had
Oh,
one.
that
But
one's
that's cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Criterion should try to get into like Steelbooks and stuff like that. Kind of change up their packaging a little bit.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I know, like with the Breakfast Club here, I'll show you.
But then again,
Wow,
like God knows how
they-
much they would charge. I mean, I know Criterion's usually not that cheap. They try to do a steelbook, they might try to charge like 40.
Like, this is just
$50 just for.
average case.
Mhm.
Nothing special, really.
Yeah.
It's just an average case, an average release kind of thing for Criterion, but not like some of the ones you get, like Menace to Society or Uncut. Well, not Uncut Gems so much, but
I don't know.
Well, what's-
Wally.
Those like with Breakfast
What
Club,
they-
like, do you want it to
oh.
change? Like, I don't know if I would want a good art-filled steelbook like that. Like, that's the original poster. It's such a great
Yeah.
movie. I'm like, okay, I want the original poster. But that's some.
Well-
I get what you're saying though.
The Criterion's going to focus on a lot of the special features and have a loaded amount of special features, and one of the better transfers you're going to get. I've always been a big fan of Criterion. Of course, they've been around forever since Laserdisc. They started like the early 90s in Laserdisc, so
Mhm.
they've got a long track record. So
Yeah. I mean,
Did
I don't know. I
They
mean,
obviously don't get
studios
everything,
in general
but-
could just do a lot
Yeah.
more if they wanted to.
well, we're going to have to rely on a lot of these companies in the future, because if the larger companies want to stop making physical media, then we're going to rely on them buying the rights and
Oh yeah,
printing the steelbook. Because I think that's how it's going to live on in the boutique company. So
I think so too.
How it's going to live on?
in the boutique realm, yeah.
Oh, in the boutique realm. Yeah, because anything you want physical media is a lot of it's online. You can't even find in stores anyway, and certain films that have gone out of print you find on like eBay or Macari or Facebook Shop Place and stuff like that. But even sometimes it gets hard to find, people that do reselling of a movie that could be so rare nobody really talks about it or even really remembers it, whatever it may be. Like I had to look up a movie from the 90s called Magic Kid, and it was when he goes to visit his uncle in LA and he owes the mob money, this and that or whatever, and his hero is Don the Dragon Wilson, and I remembered that out of nowhere one day, and I'm like, is that even on physical media? So I had to look it up. It is on eBay, going for a little hefty price, like $50,
Nice, yeah.
I know one that's super rare that you can't barely even find it on eBay unless it's like one Volcano Blu-ray, just a straight up Blu-ray Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, the Tommy Lee Jones one, yeah.
Yep.
I was surprised
one
that
on
was
eBay
so
right
rare.
now is
It's kinda like-
$124.
It's kind of like
Nice.
Dogma. Dogma's the same way.
Oh, I'm so glad I found that when I did.
Yeah.
Dude,
Would
Yeah,
you
I know-
like
I found
me
two
to have
copies
it?
in one day.
Huh?
I found 2 copies in one day. That's how I own my copy of Dogma. I found 2 copies at the same store. One was the American release. One was the Canadian release.
Yeah.
How long ago was that when you found it?
4, maybe 5 years.
Yeah, see, vultures have got terrible with everything. You really see. Well, I mean, I'm not really collecting toys much anymore, but you see them really bad in that. But you see them collect. You always, when you go into like a half price books, you'll almost always see somebody in there. They'll be scanning everything, and they'll go and scan like every barcode and trying to find the most expensive things. They're just.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's hard to find anything really rare in these places because people just come in and snag it all up.
Yeah, people like
sell
on
it on
Amazon
eBay.
when they sell,
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that too. They find out they go to Dollar Tree or something, and then they find out that they could sell it for like $4 to $5.
Yeah. Which is fine, but it's just kind of bullshit too. But what's bullshit about it? It's not if I'm going out, if like me or you're doing it and we're selling it, it's fine. But there's people that actually pay people to do it. They sit back at home and they hire a whole crew. They pay people to go out and do this stuff for them. So it's weird. I've seen old women doing it and stuff like this, and it's weird. I've seen buying toys and stuff. You can tell they'll be kind of acting weird. They'll have their phone up close to them and they'll be scanning stuff like they're real sketchy looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So from the studio of Kino Lorber, because I noticed that they get better with their releases on 4K, and one that I'm very happy for and actually really impressed with, Escape from Alcatraz.
Yes. I want to see that.
Wow.
I want to watch
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
This looks good on a
Yeah.
on 4K. It just looks really good. It's
Yeah.
actually one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, along with like Gran Torino and some other films. But
Right.
yeah,
Gran Torino. That was such a just out of the blue.
I love Gran Torino.
Clint Eastwood just dropping this like gem randomly at like 90 years old. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Like, you haven't come out with a movie since a long ass time, and then you come out with this amazing good movie. I've just took everybody off guard. But
I know
such-
John and I
such a-
got this guy right here.
Yeah.
I canceled it actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I ended up canceling it because after I went back, I was kind of drawn in by the few really good movies on it. Then I looked at the rest of the movies. They're like these kind of feminist movies, and it also came with that
dramas.
documentary.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm not spending that much money for that documentary.
I'm guessing the ones that you were most excited for were like SLC Punk, Run Lola Run.
City of
and,
Lost Children. City
Oh,
of Lost
that one
Children.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to have all those three, but the other ones were just like kind of unknown movies, and I was like,
I'm sure
They-
they'll probably
they-
still end up selling them like individually at some point.
well, if the set goes down to like $100 or something, somebody was showing it already went down like 139 at one point, but I don't
Yep.
know if that was just one period of time, because usually I'll go back and check and it'll be back at the normal price.
Well, I have
But-
that Columbia Classics Volume
Yeah.
3 behind me.
Yeah, well, I picked that instead of getting that, I picked up 2 and 3.
Oh, 2 and 3. Okay.
Yeah. For
While they were
pretty
having
much
their
the same
sale.
amount of money. Yeah, for about the same amount of money. So,
Yeah, because that dropped hella. I remember when
Yeah.
Jody was sharing the price of it, I was like, damn, that shit
was-
went hella discounted.
That was crazy. I was surprised it lasted as long as it did. I figured that was going to sell out fast.
Oh, I know.
Nikowski Pictures, he's asking what are the top 5 best movies of the year. You talking physical or
Or theater.
in the theater?
I think
He's
Either
probably
one, I'd have a
thinking
time.
theater.
probably.
Yeah.
Um,
I've
to
seen
be
quite a
honest,
few, but I haven't
there wasn't
seen
too
that
many.
many.
I'd have to
I
see
was
a
gonna say,
list.
I didn't
This
see very
year's
many.
just kind of running together now.
Yeah, I'm a little
I've
lost
seen
on
some-
this year.
I've seen some good movies. I've seen the Menu was excellent. That movie was really good.
I heard a lot of
great
good about
things.
that.
We
Yeah,
could
it
probably
was
count
really
that.
good.
Well, we might be able to
I
count
did
that
see
one.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I think that's the more recent one that I've actually watched in the theater.
I think I.
But would I
officially
say
missed
best?
that.
I don't know if I'd call it like best, but it was definitely a good movie.
The Batman was this year, right?
Yeah, Batman was in March.
Yeah, the
I was about
Batman.
to say the
Yeah.
Batman, Top Gun was this year.
This whole year is just a mess for me.
I would
You
say
try to-
those
you
would
tell
be
me
a
to
top
remember
2 right
things.
there.
Yeah, I agree. I've heard Avatar is starting to
Make its money back?
that- yeah, well, yeah. That,
I think it's still like
making
I
that
think
top-
it's a few million away from breaking even. I believe.
No, no.
I think so, because last I
think it
saw it was at like 800 million, I think, or 900
Something.
around there.
Let's see
What was
Like,
its
not too
break even
far.
point? Like $1 billion or something? Was it going to be about $1 billion for its break even point?
I think
Probably,
so.
'cause I know if they don't
I
make
knew
their
that
money
number,
back, they're gonna
I knew
just
that
do
number
one
like 2
more and then
weeks ago
stop.
because I thought it was stupid.
Well, what'd you say, Jody?
Oh, I said I knew the number. I knew the break even number and everything like 2 weeks ago, but it was dumb.
Yeah, I can't decide if I'll have to break my rules of giving money to Disney if I want to go see it, and that's kind of the reason why I haven't seen it. Even though I've heard the movie, overall the movie's pretty good, but the dialogue's kind of bad. But the movie in
Yeah,
general
I've
is
heard
pretty.
that too.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, visually, I hear it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what Hector said. He put on
But
his.
that, storyline's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope was really good. I like that.
I mean, I enjoyed the first one.
see, I didn't like Nope very
You
much
like
at
it?
all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to watch that one still.
It was a
No,
cool-
he just needs to go back and watch more of Hitchcock and more of the Twilight Zone, because he's got like a good idea, but he just didn't. There was like storylines in the movie that didn't go anywhere, and
Yeah.
it just didn't really pay off. I
got that
didn't
vibe,
really
yeah.
like it. Yeah,
I think I was more impressed with some of the IMAX ratios he used when the ship was flying. I don't spoilers. I hope I don't spoil
Yeah.
anybody. But anyway, some of I think I appreciated more of like how he directed it and some of the IMAX ratios and the Dolby Atmos track. I think
I mean, I
Look more into
appreciate
that lately.
what he's trying to do, but he's just not. I don't know. He's just not completely doing it. You know, he's not. He just doesn't get what he's trying to do, and I don't know, with the sci-fi and stuff. He tried to do something different, and it was just like, I don't really like this concept. I mean, it was different, but it just didn't. There was things that just didn't pay off in the movie. Wasn't
Yeah.
complete. Which I'm seeing that a lot in Hollywood. I see a lot of movies like that. It just doesn't feel like they're complete movies. It's like they threw them out there just to put them out and didn't I don't know.
I actually have a good question for Jody because
No.
since you get more steelbooks than I do, but I
Yeah.
got the slipcover of this. was the release of Red Sonja on 4K.
Ooh, yeah.
I was wondering if you ended up getting that steelbook.
Yes. Where did it go?
Yeah, I've missed some of these 4Ks, and because of this, I do need to pick up Escape from Alcatraz and that Red Sonja. I haven't picked those up yet. Yeah.
Red Sonja, I actually ended up getting on Amazon, surprisingly. It was through a reseller and wasn't overcharging or anything like that. It actually worked out really good because I didn't have to go to Zavvi. So I know that they can sometimes take forever on a shipment because I bought Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure Steelbook from Zavvi, and that took a month.
Yeah. Now, I did see Steven Spielberg's new movie.
The one that's about him, kind of?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the...
I forget what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm going blank tonight on everything, on my names. Yeah, the... crap. Yeah, but his new movie's good, though. That one's good. And I went and seen... they released Evangelion 4.44, the anime. It was... it's the end of like the Evangelion rebuild series.
Yeah.
They basically took the anime series from the 90s and rebuilt it into 4 movies with upgraded effects, and they added basically CGI to the original animation. But the last 2 movies are almost completely new. They kind of bottled the movie a little bit better, and the other movie kind of the original series kind of went off into and kind of lost. It kind of fell apart. That's what I'm trying to say. It kind of fell apart towards the end, and and a lot of people were disappointed about it. So that when they went back, they kind of added some new characters and kind of cleaned it up a little bit, the storyline. So it was really fun. I seen that in the theater. It was really good, and God, I've seen several things lately, but as far as ranking top 5, I don't really know what I've seen this year.
No, it's hard to. I would say it's hard. I mean, sometimes I don't even go to the
Fablemans.
theater.
I'm sorry, I blank on names. Nikowski, the Fablemans was good, really good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
Yeah. It was right next to my face. I was over here. God damn it.
Yeah.
That's always your problem. You always end up, you have so many you don't even know where's what.
Nice. Someone said
Really
that their Terrifier 2s just came out.
Nikowski.
I had to reorder mine. I had to reorder my Terrifier 2. I pre-ordered that back in October. I started seeing pictures of everybody getting theirs. So I looked it up on Walmart on my app, and it said coming in July. I said, what the fuck? So I went back and ordered it again, and I just got a message that it shipped. So I should have it next week now. I'm like, what even happened to my order? I ordered that was October.
Yeah.
You're like, you might get that in July.
Yeah, I was kind of glad that Spielberg kind of took control of his own movie, to at least telling his own story, because it was pretty good, instead of kind of wait until he either passes away or letting somebody else do his biography.
Exactly. Do your own biopic, basically.
Yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but it made a pretty good movie. Made a pretty good movie out of it, so yeah. Yeah, the movie ends. I'll do a little spoiler. The movie ends, so it's great. At the very end of the movie, he meets John Ford.
Oh, nice.
And that's all I'll say. But it's a good ending. The kind of the advice John Ford gives him, it's pretty fun.
Anybody else want to show off their next item?
I actually got some things that I've been hunting for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was finally able to find
this.
Ooh, giant.
Ooh, I like that.
This is one of my favorite movies. George Stevens, obviously, James Dean movie, Rock Hudson, Elizabeth Taylor. It's a great movie. And finally, I hate that it just got this plain release. I don't know. I have a feeling they might end up releasing a James Dean collection like the Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is why they released this kind of plain version. But this transfer is excellent. The Blu-ray transfer of this I was never very satisfied with. So I'm glad for this transfer. It looked really good finally. But here's another one real quick. I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I got
I
that.
was so
Yeah.
excited for that to come out.
Yeah, we talked about that before, but not on this show.
And I was like,
Yeah, it looked good.
like maybe like a week or two before they announced that was coming, I was so close to having a custom steelbook made, and I was just going to put the DVD in it. So I'm so glad I didn't.
The Kowski pictures, tell us some of your top 20 there. I like to hear what some of your favorite movies this year. Might refresh me for what I've seen. I've seen a bunch of movies
for
too,
real.
but I can't remember what I've seen.
Yeah. I barely just watched The Cabin in the Woods finally a couple nights ago.
Did Spider-Man come out this year? Did it come out this year, or was that the end of last year?
Last year.
December.
But
Was that
the
December?
actual release was December.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was December. What the hell was that? 16th or?
That's the last good MCU movie we got. So.
That's for damn sure. No, I've given up on. Not given up. Just kind of tired of all the promise in this like superhero movies. I'm kind of drained out. Or burnt out on superhero movies, to be honest with you. Just because nothing's crazy.
Well,
it's phase 3 and just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm just
If
ready
they-
for
if they-
different.
If they make good ones, it'd be fine, but they have no interest in making good.
I'm upset with the superhero community of like movies that are out there because to me they're not going by what the comics deliver or anything like that. They're not being dark, they're not being grim like the stories are in the comic books. Yeah, you can have some humor here and there, but like to make it almost like a slapstick comedy, I'm like, no, that just takes away from the actual person being the hero.
Like Thor 4.
It kind of sounds like you're talking about Thor. Just a little bit.
That's what I said. Yeah, because that was
they definitely made that a slapstick.
I'm hoping that with this upcoming Ant-Man, I'm hoping that that's going to really kind of get me excited about the whole situation again. Honestly,
Hopefully,
that's what I
because
need.
it actually
I
looks
need,
dark.
I need to get excited. I mean, there's still like 3 or 4 Disney Plus shows that I haven't even watched.
Moon Knight was a fun one.
So yeah, that's one of the ones I finished. But I mean,
I wasn't too crazy on that one.
And I watched She-Hulk, but I wish I didn't.
I did. Yeah, I was upset with that one.
That was so stupid. I watched the end of that last episode, and I'm like,
well,
what the hell did I just watch?
Well, they clearly were just they focusing more on attacking the fans than they are making a good show.
I
and they
know.
proved it. They proved it at the end of She-Hulk because I mean that's what it was all about. They were basically saying, "Hey,
I'm scared
we're attacking." Yeah, we're attacking our critics, basically.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
fun
scared
trying
of
to
what
do
they're
what
gonna do
James
with
Gunn is
Daredevil.
doing and just get on Twitter and do that instead of
Like
Yeah.
Edward Norton's
TV
Incredible
show.
Hulk. I enjoy that one.
Yeah,
because when it was about to be a Hulk showdown, I was like, all right, it's a little action, let's go. Like
Right.
And then they spin off and did that crap. I'm like, you had to announce it in the show. You couldn't have gone on Twitter like James Gunn's doing and just announced it to the fans. But
It's like they
We got a good
turned
one.
Hulk into a pussy almost.
almost.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, they took Hulk and they took his greatest villain. Did the same thing with him.
Abomination.
So-
Like we're not gonna have any real good Hulk movies ever again. It seems like, unless someone knows what the hell they're doing.
No. Daredevil's the only good thing about that show. And
The only
and-
thing
and
about
I'm scared of what they're going to do with him.
The funny thing about the Woman King, that whole tribe of women, actually they helped in the slave trade. They kind of forgot to put that. They forgot to put that in the movie. Yeah.
Was that a good one? I didn't see
Don't
it.
bring up history.
I haven't watched that
John.
one, and I actually do want to see it.
Yeah.
The Woman King.
I have not been to the
I still need to watch
Hey!
How's it going?
There's the man. What's going on, man?
How's it going, guys?
Thanks for joining
Doing
us.
pretty good.
Yeah. Super late,
What's
but
going on?
I did have at least one thing I just wanted to come in real quick and show. I heard some of you guys is what you was just talking about for probably about the last 3 minutes that I've been here in the back listening. But real quick, just wanted to
Ooh.
do the
Oh, you got that.
Dragon
Oh,
Ball
nice.
Super
Yeah.
book
That
set.
looks
Yeah.
so
Nice.
good.
Nice.
Of course, definitely had to grab this. Like you guys said, you guys was talking about Zabby shipping.
Yeah.
Taking a minute.
I ordered this from Crunchyroll because it was cheaper there by like
Uh-huh.
$20.
Yeah.
And had to wait an extra 3 weeks after release date to even receive it. So I know you guys is paying when it comes to that
Uh-huh.
shipping.
That sounds about. I ordered my that Jurassic Park Steelbook box. I got it from Zabby, and it took a while to come. So
Yeah, I think it's just
Who
shipping slightly.
who actually released that? Was it a Funimation or?
Yes.
Yeah, they when they released shit. What did I get? One of those animes that came out a couple years ago. They released it in 4K, but they delivered it with the wrong. It didn't get the UHD disc for some reason. It was the 4K transfer, but they didn't get the ultra. It wasn't transferred correctly, and everybody received the wrong disc, and they promised to replace it. And I contacted them saying, "Hey, I've got I got the receipt and everything, and will you replace this?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll replace it." And after a few emails later, they never received it. So
Wow.
Huh.
yeah, that was sorry. That was
I know they did that for like the Friday the 13th box set for some of the
Yep.
movies.
Yeah.
I guess their audio or something like that wasn't corrected on what was it, like Jason X in a certain scene or something like that.
yeah.
sorry. That was Akira. I blanked out.
Yeah,
on
Akira,
that
I figured
again.
that.
I might-
Yeah.
But
That's a good
I never received anything. They've been kind of known for kind of sketchy politics and stuff like that.
I don't have a big anime
Stuff.
collection, but I do have some stuff.
Sketchy.
Like I do have the original Ghost in the Shell anime movie, and then of course Heavy Metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one came out. Yep.
Oh yeah, those are
Yeah,
some
there-
fun ones.
Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a really good movie. That's a good one. Another good
I need to
movie.
watch
I need
that
to
and I
rewatch
haven't.
that.
Yes.
I watched it, but I didn't. I don't know. It was
You didn't take it all
more. No, I was. I think I was at the time. I was exhausted. My wife was in the room. I was talking to her and just didn't really sit down and try to focus on what the hell was going on. It was just too much jumping. And I feel like if you do not focus
Well-
on that movie, you will get confused pretty quick.
But it's a multiverse movie done right. So
Yeah, that seemed like it.
Got this one,
Yeah.
older title, but I have it. Pleasantville.
I see. I
That's
still need
nice.
to get that.
Yeah,
I don't know
so-
why, but I could have sworn there was a different cover. I don't know if this was like a re-release or something, but
Oh yeah,
I didn't remember this being the cover.
yeah. Plenty of steelbooks all around here, especially Jody up there. He's got about everything. Steelbooks.
Yeah, sorry.
4K
My bad.
D-Ray's probably got quite a few as well. I've got a lot of steelbooks, but it's not my main focus. So
No.
I've got a couple hundred, but I don't have tons.
I have
haven't
close to 3 shelves worth of steelbooks alone.
Now, I don't know how many if you guys picked this up. Probably some of you picked it up in steelbook.
I did.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's still
What,
beautiful.
what made me mad about the set was I mean the transfer was great, but the problem is you only got the 4K disc for the theatrical cut.
No,
Yeah, I've heard
get
a lot of
the-
people were mad about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, I was like, when I opened it up, I was like, what the hell? I want to watch the director's cut. I don't want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I want the other two cuts in 4K. I'm sure it's the same transfer, but you're not going to get the same quality out of the Blu-ray as you are the 4K, obviously. But
Oh, definitely.
But-
Definitely.
yeah, I was disappointed in that. But it looked really
Yeah.
good. The transfer looked really good.
You got a lot of horror in 4K this year.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm. You know what, though? It wouldn't surprise me if this one does get a 4K, hopefully sometime soon, because the type of movie that this is would do great with like HDR, Dolby Vision, all that stuff, added to it. This would look good if it got
Tell
the
me-
proper attention.
Tell me there's a Lionsgate logo on the back of that somewhere, because that would be an awesome slip covered lines. You got black and white, slip it off, and it's colored.
Oh,
That'd
there
be
you
awesome.
go. Yeah. Lionsgate getting the rights to release it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is another nice transfer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
Yeah.
I have that, and I also have the Escape from LA as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't pull it. Yeah, that was another good one. The transfers have been so good. The shout transfers, and so they just look good as well. I'm glad with that. I'm glad, because that's the problem with Blu-ray. There was a period of time in the early Blu-ray years, which I've talked about this before, where like the transfers were so. It looked like they just they just stuck the DVD on a Blu-ray disc, and the transfers looked terrible.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, there are certain 4Ks that just look like shit, in general. And you wonder if they're ever going to give it like another master or something like that, like the Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Like it had its original release, and then it came out with that steelbook, and everybody got excited. But then to come to find out that it's just the same fucking master, people were hella disappointed. Like, yeah, they got the steelbook because it's nice, but they were really upset because they wanted the new master. They wanted it to be actually a good-looking film.
Yeah. Most of the time, they know we're gonna buy it regardless.
Did anybody see this? This was
I want to. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's
saying
a
I
good
gotta
movie.
watch that.
Nice.
It's actually a fun one. It's not that. It's really not even really so much a disappointing film. Like I went into it hesitant, and ended up enjoying it.
No, it's good. It's a good movie.
Not bad at all.
It's like a survival movie.
But the reason I brought it up is I obviously didn't get I got the Blu-ray, and I didn't get the. Actually, the reason why I got the Blu-ray is because of the black top. I picked it up thinking it was the 4K, and
I don't
didn't realize.
That got a release.
Yeah, and it didn't get a 4K. That's for sure.
And I didn't pay attention to it till I got to the counter. I was like, "Well, screw it. I'm just going to buy it anyways."
But I do have it, and I enjoyed it. I would recommend it to you guys for at least a one-time watch, if anything.
Well, I was going to ask you, did you see it in the theater, or did you see it at home, or?
I sadly watched it on Peacock.
Okay, well, I seen it on DVD. I didn't watch it on. In the theater. But what I was wondering is, did your transfer? Some of the low light was like very poorly. Like the cameras they use, they were obviously the digital cameras just don't do black sometimes real well, and there was in some scenes that the black was really good, and in some scenes it was like very it had a lot of digital grain in it, that digital grain, and it was like real heavy. So I was like, I was wondering if there was a 4K transfer, if it looked better, or it was because like when you shoot on film. When you shoot on film, like you have special film for shooting in low light, it reduces that effect.
Yeah.
But you don't really have that. You don't have that option so much when you shoot with the digital camera, and it just didn't look. There was a couple scenes that were kind of washed out looking. And
well, there's a movie I have in my hand where the master of the physical media of this Blu-ray is horrible. The movie is good, but the quality of it visually on your Blu-ray player and your 4K TV and all that kind of stuff, it looks bad.
Yeah.
It really does.
I got the 4K stream of that, and it didn't. There's nothing. And then I rented the Blu-ray on Redbox just to see if there's any difference. There's not. Like it was on sale for like the 4K version on Vudu for like $10. I went and rented the Blu-ray, and I was like, "What? Why did you do this?" I was like, "There's no difference."
It'll definitely mess with your phobia of heights, though. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. I can't remember if it was widescreen or not. I think it was, but I feel like that movie needs to be in whatever IMAX ratio is. I forgot what the numbers are, but something like that as an immersive, you need to have the full screen that you're looking at, not a widescreen version of it.
it's like 70 millimeters with it's shot on, so.
I was just really disappointed with that transfer.
See, that's usually, I think, what Tarantino shoots in most of the time is 70. I know for some of his movies, he I know for some of them that he actually had a lot of the theaters change out to 70 millimeter projectors so they could show some of his movies. I don't know if that was, uh, I don't know if that was for. It's only I don't. It might have been for Pulp Fiction back then, but I don't know if he had enough power to do that back in those days. But I'm not sure. He did. Somebody was talking about it the other day, but I can't remember what movie he did that for. Probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, to be perfectly honest. Probably
Maybe.
because he shot that on film as well.
Yeah. That's
He's just a big time movie, fanatic
Yeah.
in general. So he talks about
Yeah.
how he sees almost every movie there is.
Now this was a good transfer,
Nice.
Yes.
but
I got that.
it's just not my favorite Bogart movie. It's I don't know. It's considered in high regards as one of the great movies of all time, but it's not near as good as I picked up this set here recently. This is the Bogart and Bacall
Oh, okay.
collection, which I had a couple of these movies like Dark Passage, but The Big Sleep's like just an amazing movie. It's a Howard Hawks movie he directed, and it's just, I mean, the dialogue just like so crisp, and it's just a wonderful movie, and just the banter between Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall is just amazing. Like one of my favorite movies of all time. But this is a cool set.
yeah.
Key Largo's a really great movie as well. The film noir.
All right, guys, I'm gonna step out and just let you know because I am about to watch it. Beast does stream in 4K Dolby Vision.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
You going to check it out?
Yep.
I think you'll enjoy it. It's a fun movie. Yeah.
Sick.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yep. No problem. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, anytime.
Thanks. Good to see you.
See you
Yep,
later.
same.
What else did
Uh,
anybody get some?
I picked
Cool
up
looking.
this. And,
Oh, that one's sick. Is that did
There
you
you
get that
go.
on
Yeah.
Black Friday deal?
I don't
like
think so.
$7.
No. I bought it before then. I think I
okay.
bought it around Halloween.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Friday dropped for like $7. And I was on a budget that month and it took everything out of me not to just buy everything because it was such a good month. And of course, I didn't
Okay.
save up like I should have. And, I get releases when they first come out and, didn't
He's
pay
a-
it out that month.
Yeah, he says he thinks it was the Hateful Eights when he had a bunch of theaters put 70 millimeter projectors in. Yeah, I don't know if that was just the theaters in Los Angeles. He had that. It obviously wasn't countrywide. I don't think. I might be wrong about that, but even by the Hateful Eight, most of them are probably switching over to digital. My only reason, I like the traditional, shooting on, film and stuff like that. But, I kind of grew, I kind of, back in the day when I was a sound engineer, I did some recording and stuff, and we did it digitally just because, you couldn't afford to do reel to reel. It's just expensive. So I feel the same way. If it reduces the cost of filmmaking, then shooting digitals, it'll just get better and better, and you won't know the difference in
Yeah,
5
I
or
didn't know you
10
were a sound
years
engineer.
from.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you were a sound engineer. Did you still doing that?
No, I had to quit because it started affecting my hearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I started having hearing loss, and so I ended up kind of giving it up. So I didn't go deaf.
Gotcha.
I did live sound and the recording I just did kind of had my own home studios and stuff like that. We just kind of had built it and recorded some bands around town. I wasn't a professional so much, but I mean I kind of was I was kind of a professional in the live sound side of things, but not recording. I didn't go to school for it. Was self-taught.
Gotcha.
I went to school for electronic engineering. So.
Gotcha. You
But
didn't get-
yeah. What else? What else do you guys pick up? I've got more things, but I keep I keep kind of hogging the space.
Oh, you're fine. I didn't get too much. I bought Return of the Living Dead, the one they showed earlier. I got the Carrie Steelbook. Yeah, a lot. I got Poltergeist, and that was dropped for $10. Army of Darkness. Now, that was a pretty good one because that came out with like the director's cut, theatrical cut. What else?
Yeah.
And international
TV
cut.
cut, I think. Yeah, something like that.
And just having one steelbook case, I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
No.
And the artwork was awesome.
Yeah, the artwork that's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And a lot of the I went pretty good on Prime Day this year. I think I got Mad Max, Shaun of the Dead, and the what's the second one that they came out with? It's like that 3 set, The World's End and Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
I got that set. A lot of stuff for Christmas. Like I got the Godfather trilogy, the Bond trilogy.
Nice.
And this one I'm more excited about. My wife got me this, the Critters trilogy.
Hell yeah. I was so excited when I got that thing.
I have that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch it.
I ordered that direct, so I got the posters and everything. I was like, I got to have everything for this thing.
Sick. Yeah, that's so good. I think I see the third one when I was a kid, and I don't even remember that. Like, I need to watch it all the way through from point A to B.
Yes.
The fact Leonardo DiCaprio being in it.
Yeah.
I
He denies ever having anything to do with it too.
Quitter.
No, I'm sure
I would claim that. I mean, that's better than some of this other stuff, but
Well, Jennifer
Not
Aniston
recently, but,
likes to disassociate herself with Leprechaun.
Leprechaun, dude,
That's
that
true.
was so freaking cool. I
love that movie
so bad. I wish I would do something like that
Mhm.
for the Leprechaun. But
There was a really good steelbook put out a couple of years ago. Had a couple of them in it.
Yeah.
I think the Steelbook was actually for the 7 movies too.
No.
Wait,
Is
was
it
there
all
7?
7? I have it. I still remember.
Is there 7? I thought
There's
there was
so many. There's so many. There's 2 ghettos. He goes to the ghetto twice.
Really?
Yes, he does.
I remember the once.
There's 5 original and then 2 different ones.
I have it. I just can't. I gotta find it.
which one are you talking about?
Leprechaun.
Oh,
Jennifer
Leprechaun.
Aniston,
Yeah, I never
there's
did really
7
get into
movies.
those too much, but
I like them. I thought they were pretty good.
while he's doing
There
that,
it is.
You got it?
Yeah, it's got 7 movies. That's so stupid.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
And they did the classic
Yep.
cover for the cover.
That's
I like that.
nice.
Yeah, it's got Leprechaun, Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3, Leprechaun 4 in space, Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, and then Leprechaun Origins.
So
I need to check
Origin
those out. Yeah.
was a WWE film.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Was it?
That's cool.
It was done
it
with
is.
their
Yeah, it is.
studio.
It's got their studio logo on the front. You know who else's logo is on that disc? Lionsgate. Look out.
Ooh.
Oh,
Do you
purchase that. That'd be dope. Think about it.
Lionsgate owns these rights, y'all. Come on,
Like,
Lionsgate. Let's do a box set
Oh,
do
individually.
you guys remember that movie from the '90s, Munchie? You remember?
Oh
Munchie?
yeah.
Oh, dude, I got the
Oh,
media
check
book
it out.
for that. Just like not long ago. Where did I put that? Here it is.
Yeah, Mystery Science Theater did that.
The media book for that. Look at that.
This fall.
Nice.
Yeah.
That thing's cool. What the hell? I've never seen that.
Oh man.
Yeah, 92.
Yeah, the new Mystery
Well,
Science Theater
I'm
stuff's
not
really
gonna
was been pretty good. Like they have a new season that came out this recently.
Nice.
I haven't opened up this
Yeah.
yet. This is from
Yeah.
Turbine, which is like a Germany company, but
Mhm.
they did this 6-disc 4K set for the Frighteners. I got this version. They did 2 different editions.
Yeah.
I like this one because the artwork was the other edition is just like the regular theatrical trailer or poster on the front.
Was there 6 discs for what is?
Dude, let's see here if I can read German. We got the director's cut and the theatrical cut. We've got
Behind the scenes commentary.
yeah. I think like for the first time, I'm wanting to say the last time that this much stuff was put out, it was on DVD. So this is like the first time on Blu-ray, all these special features and interviews and whatnot.
Is it only out in German? Like, is it an import release and that's it? I think that's only.
Yes, I don't even know if the U.S. is going to get this.
I haven't seen it.
But Turbine is the place I got it, and they ship to the U.S. So God bless them.
Do you think you'll ever do like The Princess Bride or Neverending Story through them?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, that's a cool cover.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Little Rascals.
Yeah. Blu-ray. I think I
used
have
to
most
watch
of that
the
on
show.
DVD. Yeah.
But yeah, back to the Neverending Story and Princess Bride, because I had thought about getting those, even though I thought Neverending Story was supposed to get a U.S. release also, not just a German release.
So I don't ever get
I thought
that.
so
Why
too.
doesn't
I
the
forget
US
what.
import those is. Don't think it will make enough money.
God only knows.
I just hope
Disney's
they
trying to
do.
reboot it. You know, Disney's got an idea. They're going to reboot it like Willow. You know, that's probably what's going to happen.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet, but I heard it was awful.
Willow?
I knew it was gonna be awful the second they released it. I was like,
I was just so
why?
hopeful
Like,
for it, but apparently they're like, the title's Willow. That's about it. I'm like, damn it.
It
Because there's some stuff. That
okay.
back
So
in the
when
day
it
that
comes
was
to
cool, but it just
visuals,
doesn't
looks
apply to
great,
Oh,
but
sure.
you know, I can say that I'm a little disappointed with the storyline.
Yeah, I heard Willow's is more of just like a little side piece, but like the show's named after her. So it's like, why didn't we focus?
Well, a guy that I watch I watch a lot of breakdowns, so I don't have to actually watch these movies, but they do like scene by scene breakdowns. So, and like he was breaking down the 5th episode of it, and there's this scene where Willow, like this out of the blue, breaks out a flamethrower. It's not even like his magical. It's not even a magical wand. It's obvious. It's obviously he has a backpack on, and it's obviously just a flamethrower. I mean, you can see the tube coming out of into the backpack and everything.
I'm like 90% sure his wand did that in the first one. Like,
he just breaks out, and it just breaks it out of nowhere. It's like there's no reference to it at all. It's just
that was just bad editing.
Yeah, Mad Mardigan's mentioned in the show, but of course, because of Val Kilmer, his situation with like throat cancer and stuff like that, of course, he couldn't do it. But they do mention it, which is good.
It's true.
But they make him look like an ass, like he abandoned his family, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with that. You know, that's why I say the storyline kind of makes me go, what the hell?
Yeah. No,
they're not trying at Disney anymore.
They're gonna milk everything that made money once, and honestly, I just want people just to leave things alone.
Oh, I know. Like
Yeah.
Disney's even doing their own rebooting of shit. You know, not just live action form, but I mean, like there was a Disney original movie called Under Wraps, and apparently that got a new vision, and someone else directed, made it, and I'm like, dude, the original was awesome. Why the fuck did you mess with that?
So
You know?
shit, and I didn't like it. Yeah, I watched it, and I wasn't a fan.
Well, and
Because that made me remind me of Under Wraps. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a movie that was back in the day, like I watched when I was a kid, and I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
this is a remastered of this. I'm like, I hate it even more.
Oh yeah. Well, and speaking of like reboots and stuff like that, with Bill Skarsgård being the new Crow, so to speak, Rochelle Davis, who plays Sarah in the first Crow movie, actually made a little video talking about boycotting this one.
I don't even know what.
It's going to be a hard sell for me for him to be the Crow. I'm sorry.
I know, it really is. And
It
it's
is.
either going to be a miss or hit or miss, and honestly, I'm expecting a miss at this point because it was such a beautiful movie. Why touch
Why
it?
mess with it?
Exactly.
Exactly. Now, when I saw the test footage of Jason Momoa, I was like, I possibly could have gotten behind that one, and I say possibly
Jason Momoa would be kind of cool, but I don't.
because it looked like they
gotta
were
make
kind
that
of
damn
mixing
thing darker
the
than
first one and the second one together when it came to cinematography.
Yeah, it's
Did,
just.
did you guys catch Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus though. I did watch that.
I didn't
still
see
want
that
to.
one.
I heard it
And
was good. I heard it was good.
It was a short, and I don't know how
Yeah.
they made it or how they were allowed to make it because it was actually pretty good. It was kind of a throwback to the. It was like black and white, and it was a throwback to like the
Nice.
original monster movies.
That's cool.
And,
I need to watch that then.
I heard it was
And-
good. I just kept forgetting to watch it.
Yeah, same.
Werewolf by
After
Night.
She-Hulk, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not. After She-Hulk, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't really care. You know, like,
I know
just-
it's hard to get
really
excited for
is.
anything anymore.
like Guardians
Yeah.
of the Galaxy Holiday Special. James Gunn, I was always going to watch it because of that. And it was like Christmas time, so I was like, sure, why not? And
Who ended up getting this for their collection?
Oh yeah, I love that.
I got the Steelbook.
I didn't pick that one up. Looks pretty
Yep,
good.
Highlander got a 4K.
Looks pretty cool.
I got the Lionsgate Steelbook version of it.
Nice.
There it is.
You and Justin both.
Yes. I forgot.
That's
about
cool.
it.
I got it too. My dad got it for me for Christmas this year.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was excited. Plus, that had some like trading cards and
Yeah, it came with some cool stuff.
Sick.
Nice.
Especially because that's now. Don't get me wrong. All the older movies, they want to keep investing money to make it look better and like come out with cooler collectibles like this. Keep doing that instead of
Yeah.
remastering the movies. Let's get a Crow 4K version of the movie before you go
Yes.
remaster the damn thing.
Oh, I know. Not
Like
only
it.
that, but it does have a 4K master. It's just it's only Blu-ray form, of course.
HDR content would be so insane with that movie.
Like I'm
It's
sure
so-
that the Blu-ray that we do have is the 4K master. So like when you see like Japan with its so-called 4K master of the Blu-ray, I think it's just we have a different packaging than their packaging, and I think people get confused by it.
right.
Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop that in tonight. Just
Now I feel like I have to check it out.
Yeah,
It's
well,
I kept
yeah,
meaning to
it's-
watch it.
It's a short, anyways. I think it's only like 30 minutes. I believe they're probably trying to set up a series
trying to
for it,
set up
but
Man-
I
thought
don't
they were trying
know.
to set up Man Thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's in it at the end.
Yeah. It's all
And-
spoilers I saw online.
The whole future of the DC just I'm upset with
Nobody
everybody at that studio.
I don't. There's too much shit to like just even care at this point. I'm just like, okay, you want to do that? Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Give us more content if you want to fight over it and give us Henry Cavill down the road. Okay, why not?
I would've-
more content on my TV. That's all I
if-
care about.
If I was them, I would have kept my mouth shut until after the Flash came out.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I would have not said. I would have said anything about any of this that's going on. And then when the Flash came out, after it got released, maybe even when it's getting close to being released on video or whatever, just come out and be like, "All right, guys, you know what? We're gonna halt for 5 years, and we're just gonna start everything all over. It's just gotten way too complicated. Nobody's storylines make any sense anymore. We can't make this work. Sorry, and just stay tuned." I mean,
I was waiting for them to scrap the Flash. I really was.
I'm surprised they haven't. I'm just
I really
so
don't.
surprised that that's still on slate.
Mhm.
Because
And
it
apparently
invested
so is
much money.
Aquaman
They invested
too.
like $500 million.
Because
They haven't
that
it?
was supposed to come out now,
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
And now they're
Aquaman's
waiting
out in
a
November.
whole nother year.
Yeah,
And-
I believe they're
and I-
reshooting Amber Heard stuff, I believe.
Well, from what I heard, they
That
had
they're
just
keeping
cut
her.
down to just like a couple of scenes.
That's
They
what I
just-
heard.
they just
Like
cut her
5
out.
minutes
Keeping her.
worth, from what I heard.
Yeah, but
I- I
now it's like it's pretty much he's not Aquaman anymore. They haven't come out and said it, but he kind of said it because he was so excited that James Gunn called him, and apparently he's
And
going
gave
to
him
be.
a dream
Lobo.
job is how he described it.
It's gonna be a little-
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, so why are you gonna make me wait to the end of next year to see another Aquaman that doesn't account for anything? I don't know.
I'm with
I
Joey.
don't know. The whole thing.
I'm
It's
with
just
Joey.
Joey. Like, just shut up until the actual stuff comes out.
Yeah.
I'm with you completely, 100%. It's like I'm going to lead you down this rabbit hole to get your hopes up and do all this stuff, especially with Henry Cavill coming back into Black Adam.
I know. Why tease all that crap and then all of a sudden everything just go to shit afterwards, you
I
know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just everybody just stop coming out with anything and just go a 5-year stretch like Joey said. That's just not good.
If he can
Hopefully
make
the
something
news
cool,
they
it'll be
got
all right.
for
But
January will be better.
Yeah, and where's Shazam going? He comes out next year too. So is that
Comes out
even
in
still
March.
part of this?
It comes out in March. That's before the Flash.
have they announced anything about Gal Gadot as
She's
Wonder
no
Woman?
longer Wonder Woman.
She's
Okay.
been cut from the Flash movie, so everybody's pretty much saying she's out.
Yeah, they cut her out, and I think they said even Henry Cavill and
they turned down what's her face's script for Wonder Woman 3. They said no.
Jenkins, Patty Jenkins.
Yeah,
Jenkins.
we don't like this. So
Well, they're obviously trying to get rid of the Snyder verse. That's what he wants to do.
Which I mean, if you're gonna pull that trigger, freaking pull the trigger already.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been teasing everybody. They should have. I'm sorry, it was beautiful. I own way too many copies of it. They should have never released it. I'm sorry. They should have just never released it.
Yeah.
Because it was cool to see, but at the end of it, I'm sitting there like, well, I'm just kind of pissed more now because there's supposed to be 2 more of these sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna see those. So it's like
The only problem with Snyder was like, the Man of Steel was all right. It's an all right. I don't really like that version of Superman. I mean, I like it better than a lot of people did. But then you had Batman v Superman, which was pretty bad. It was.
I didn't really care for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ultimate cut
was cool.
The ultimate cut was good.
So
the theatrical version,
he didn't have like a really strong. I don't know. It just didn't. It wasn't a really strong platform to stand on to begin with. He had like one good movie and then one so-so movie, and then obviously he didn't even finish theatrically. He didn't finish. The last movie. So
let Tim Burton come back and make his Superman movie with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
right.
Old Nicolas Cage.
Shit.
But
apparently
he's in Wednesday in the Adam Sandler genre and all spooky shit. Like I'd like to keep him there.
Hey, I actually enjoyed Wednesday.
I haven't finished it yet, but I loved what I was seeing.
I wanted to see that movie he made this year. Was that Nick Cage in that?
Oh, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent?
Yeah, that was Nick Cage, wasn't it? Yeah.
I got a good steelbook.
Yeah. Is the movie any good?
Funny-ass movie. Yeah, the Steelbook.
Is the movie any good? Because I didn't go see it.
If you've watched a bunch of Nicolas Cage films and you're a big movie buff like we are, you'll enjoy it. At least I did. Without
giving really so much of a spoiler away for Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, is that and somebody was sharing it on Instagram, and Nicolas Cage is asking the super fan, you got to tell me, what is your third favorite movie of all time? And he was bugging the guy, and the guy just kind of caved in. He goes, Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
And then he's like, no, fuck you. I call bullshit, da-da-da-da, and all that kind of stuff. And then it cuts to them finishing the movie, and Nicolas Cage is going, oh my God, that's one of the best movies ever. And he goes, I fucking told you.
Yeah, Pedro guy.
It's funny. Yeah, Pedro Pascal. He impresses me sometimes.
If he just waits a couple more years, he'll get to make a sequel to Lord of War, because they just released the real guy that movie was based off of. That's the guy we traded Brittany Griner for. That guy that got traded.
Really?
That's the guy that character was based on. So he waits a couple of years, he'll get to reprise that role.
Speaking of Nicolas Cage, y'all see that Face Off 4K?
Oh, that's getting a 4K?
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
This year. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I think it's because there's supposed to be a sequel coming soon.
I just love '90s those '90s blockbuster movies like that. I mean, I don't know, they're just
good.
I do. This is also another favorite pickup of the year.
That's cool.
No Blu-ray.
That's cool.
Has anybody gone to see that? What's that new crazy?
Yeah, Violent Night. Yeah.
Nagasaki.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Whoever he's posted in the chat, he's seen it. He said
I liked it. Yeah.
Well, I like the actor that did it. The guy that plays Hopper in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He had
But
a
nobody
little-
liked him as Hellboy.
No, I was gonna say he had a flop with Hellboy, but him as an all actor, I enjoy him. He's nice.
I didn't
think
hate
he's
the
funny.
movie. I actually thought it was okay. It wasn't like super bad, you know.
The Hellboy
No
movie?
pun
Yeah,
intended
I
for the
didn't.
movie called Super Bad, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hate it either. I've only watched it once. I'd have to go back and watch it. I obviously don't like it as much as the original Hellboy, but it wasn't bad. You
I
know,
got a
it
story
wasn't.
about that
What
movie.
did it have like the editing problem? Like they fucked it up. Like the producers fucked it up. Like it was supposedly like super good, and they fucked with some shit.
I heard they
Possibly.
deleted a lot of shit.
Yeah, let me get a director's cut of that.
Get us a director's cut. Form a Twitter hashtag. Get it out
And,
there.
and no more air cut now, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh darn!
Oh man, yeah. No. I got a story about that Hellboy movie.
What's the story?
We were going. Me and my father were going to go see that, and it was supposed to be an IMAX, and the ratings were shit. So they put back Shazam in there, thinking they'd get more ticket sales. As I get there, like, oh, we moved you to another theater. Sorry. That's all they said. And my face got super red. I was super pissed off. My dad was laughing his ass off. And I'm like, y'all change shit when I'm freaking here. Like, you know, you already made a ticket sale. And they gave me like a bunch of free movie tickets and like concessions. I'm like, you know how many freaking days I go here? I'm like, I'm a Prime member. I go here there was like the 3 movies a week deal with AMC. So I'm like, you know, I'd go here 3 times a day or 3 times a week, spend so much freaking money here, and you're gonna do that to me?
I know.
I was giving the guy so much shit, but I got so much free stuff out of it. I was like, yeah, yo, I want to see that crap in IMAX. I paid for it. And I'm like, this is bullshit. Put me in a standard theater, and this was like a one where it's in Springfield, like the standard theater. You know how some theaters have risers, right? This was like reclined seats straight across. No rise. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I hate every time we went in there. I'm like, this is stupid.
That's a waste of money on.
I know it is. That was more of a time where my wife was working nights, so she would sleep all day, and I had nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I work nights too, so I went to the theater every day I got a chance. I watched everything. It didn't matter what it was.
I do find it funny that when I was a kid, I went to the movies a lot, but as an adult, like now, I don't go as much. I tend to wait until it comes out on the physical, format and then watch it that way.
Yeah.
Adult activities.
Yeah.
Overmass our actual ones.
Like Joker, I saw, in the theater. And when I first watched it, I was like, I don't know if I really like this movie that much. But then when I gave it a second watch, I was enjoying it more. And then I gave it a third watch, with physical media. And I was like, you know what? This actually is not a bad movie at all.
Yeah. It's kind of how I felt about Batman. With Robert Pattinson, that movie I went in, it was 8 o'clock. It's an almost 3-hour movie. I was half sick. So I was like, this was not a good idea. I'm like, I'm not even going to appreciate this movie, but I was so excited to see it, so I went anyway. And yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have the first time I watched it. And then I got it on physical disc, and then I watched it at home, and I was like, this is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
And yeah, last night I actually finally brought it out so my wife can watch it because she has never seen that, nor she doesn't want to watch that many movies like that. And I'm like, well, this is more the detective side of him. I'm like, it's a long movie. You have to pay attention. It's more of a mystery. So I think you might like it more. And yeah, she loved it. So I was like, there you go. I'm like, there's plenty of stuff like that I can show you.
I'm wondering how many of you know this movie right here with
Daniel, what the hell is his
the
name?
Daniel LaRusso guy.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've seen that. That's good stuff. I like that. That's his like,
Machio or
prime time with,
Macchio, however you want to
Ralph-
pronounce his damn
Ralph
last
Macchio.
name.
Yeah, that's his prime time with like my cousin Vinny and what's the other movie first movie he was in? The Runaway.
Well, he did Outsiders.
The Outsiders. Yeah, there you go. I about said Runaways. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he did The Outsiders. I think this one was either before or right after Karate Kid, but from judging, it looks like it might be before because he looks a little bit younger.
Ralph Macchio.
He does, and then of course you've got the girl who played Star in Lost Boys.
Yeah.
And what other movie did she play in?
Oh, she's been in a lot. She was in Twister. She was Bill
Yeah, that's what I was
Paxton's
thinking.
like fiance that he ended up dumping later on. But
Who was her
Oh
name?
yeah.
I forget her name. Let me see.
Damn it. I actually
Jamie
have an
Gertz.
interesting theory. Huh?
Jamie Gertz. That's her name.
Well, what's her character name?
What, in Crossroads?
No, in Twister.
Oh, in Twister, I forget the character's name, but she dressed like she was a reporter.
Yeah.
She had like a woman's blazer on and everything, and like
Melissa.
we got cows
Very
by,
90s.
you know.
Yeah.
Interesting fact about that movie.
Huh.
You know the little girl that's when they're in the storm cellar, who that is?
No.
That is Alexa Penavega from Spy Kids.
Really?
I had no idea until I recently. I didn't see it on Instagram. I just got curious. I'm like, she looks
I'd have
familiar.
to
Then I
look
looked at
that
the
up.
cast and I was like, shit, that is her. I'm like, it's a yeah. She's like 8, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. She played. She was a Spy Kid after that, pretty much.
Well, because when did Twister come out? Like late 90s? Like
Yeah,
maybe 96, 97 around there?
96, and I think Spy Kids is like 2000.
I can't remember when
2001,
that
so
came
was
out.
5 years later. Yeah. But yeah, I noticed that the other day, and I thought that was interesting. Crazy history or crazy news about that. They've been working on the 4K version of that for God knows when. The soundtrack's already done.
That's right. Yeah, there is supposed to be a 4K coming for Twister. That the audio mix is done, but not the visual yet.
Right. And then the sequel, Twisters, is supposed to drop 2024. And I'm so angry. I can't, just leave it alone.
They're really doing
Yeah.
that?
Yes, 2 of the best characters in that movie are dead in real life. Why the fuck would you mess with it? Literally.
Well, Helen Hunt's still
it didn't-
alive, but I mean, you can't do it without him. I'm sorry, you can't.
No, Bill Paxton and Dusty, what the fuck his name is, I can't remember. Sorry for cursing. Philip Hoffman.
Philip
Seymour
Hoffman,
Hoffman.
Yeah, those are the
Oh,
two
that's
best
right.
characters in that movie, Dusty and
Yeah.
Bill.
That's
They're
right. They're
gone.
both gone.
So why? Yeah, that.
Just trying
I
to
would
cash
kind
in
of
on the
respect-
IP. You know,
I know.
Just,
Yeah.
I would kind of respect Jack Black stepping in and doing that.
Oh my god! Yes.
You know
I
what?
think
I
I
could
might-
see that. I
I
could
think I
actually
might be
see
okay
that.
with that.
That I did. Yeah, that's crazy. I never even thought of that till you said something. That's crazy.
I know, because I mean, Jack Black. I didn't even think of that. And that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I hope they don't butcher some classics, but we have seen that happen before, haven't we?
And some of the celebrities we've lost, throughout the years, makes you wonder what kind of movies they'd be doing today, or if they wouldn't even be working anymore. Brandon Lee, of course, and who's another young one? Robin Williams. Actually, I'm kind of curious what he would have been doing today if he was still
He
around.
wouldn't be working. He was too. Well, you saw. I mean, towards past RV, he didn't really drop much. Towards his late 60s, he really didn't.
Yeah,
I think he was starting to.
He was doing it. He was doing a TV show.
He was.
Yeah, and I never really heard amazing things about it, honestly.
The last.
Yeah,
thing
I heard
he
that there was
did-
personal screenings of it, and it just was not making people go, nah, not gonna check that out. No,
That's crazy.
which is kind
yeah,
of sad.
I seen
So he
I
was
seen an
doing actual
Instagram. I seen the Instagram other day about Robin Williams. It was him. It was a video of him playing with a gorilla. It was like
Yeah.
Coco
Oh,
the gorilla.
Coco the
Yeah.
gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that video was
and
cool.
and
Cool.
after he passed away, they told the gorilla that he had passed away, and she signed that she missed him and all this stuff. That
Yeah.
that might be old news, but I'd never seen that
You
before.
remembered him. I thought,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
seen that video, and that was interesting to watch because it just
Yeah.
shows the intelligence of Coco the gorilla itself, remembering who that was.
yeah,
So actually, I take that back. He was doing quite a bit when he died. So he died around 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
He's coming out with that TV show that you guys were talking about called The Crazy Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing Boulevard. He was playing Nolan Mack, Angriest Man in Brooklyn, Merry Friggin' Christmas, The Night of Museum, The Secret Tomb.
Yeah.
dropped 2020 or 2014.
Yeah.
That's when he died.
Yeah.
And then the last thing he did was 2015. It was the one where Simon Pegg gets all those powers from like the universe.
He was like
called
the dog, the
Absolutely
voice of a
Anything.
dog or something.
Yeah, and he was the voice of the dog. Exactly.
And they didn't really like I mean, I don't know. The movie may have been awful, but they
It
didn't
was
really
actually
like.
not bad.
Really, I
Yeah, I
don't.
liked it.
I
That was
don't
fun.
remember them like advertising like, "Hey, this was his like last thing. This was it."
No, they really did.
It just didn't get it didn't get a lot of movement.
No, that movie
No.
was not like it was more of like how World's End may have gotten more movement just because of Edgar Wright, but a lot of I thought it was hilarious. It rated a 6 out of 10 on IMDb, which isn't crazy. That's not bad. Like that's
Right.
actually decent.
Yeah.
Who's
But,
got this in their collection?
I want it so
Want it.
bad.
Do I have?
I don't want the DVD. I want the Blu-ray. There's a Blu-ray
Same
out
here.
there. You can't.
It's
just like
funny.
Volcano. It's really rare.
You can buy the Blu-ray on Amazon, but it's close to $30, and it's the Spain import, but it's all
I was gonna say
region.
it's an import. Yeah, there was a U.S. drop of that movie, and it's just super expensive and rare.
That'd be a really good 4K, actually. Probably be perfect for like the OLED TVs, you know.
Yeah, that movie is super because even I don't know. I really enjoyed it when I was a kid, and the
Same
crazy
here.
thing is, the first time I ever watched it, I was in the dentist. How freaking bizarre is that? Like that was. It's literally a scary movie about the tooth fairy. And you got me in the dentist's office watching this shit. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious.
That was the one that was the original name of it was Tooth Fairy, wasn't it?
That was the Darkness Falls. Oh
Darkness
wait, it was
Falls.
the original fairies. What the original?
The original name of that movie was supposed to just be Tooth Fairy,
Really?
and the only thing that got out with that as the title was a Todd McFarlane figure.
Really?
When he was doing those movie Maniacs figures,
Huh.
he released one for that character in that movie, and all over the printing was the Tooth Fairy because that was supposed to be the original name of it.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, this just happens to be a favorite. Like when it comes to like horror genres and stuff like that, I really enjoy the hell out of
Oh, I
this
love
movie.
it, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Even I'm sure people will find cheesiness in it and stuff like that, but I like it.
I didn't
You know,
think that
I
at all.
love it.
thought
Not
was
just like it, but I love it.
Yeah.
It was very clever. Like
Oh, yeah.
The whole you have to stay in the light. You can't be in dark. The tooth fairy's gonna get you. It's just super unique and
Well, I mean, you got an evil
they're
tooth
very,
fairy.
very underrated. I think.
I agree, very underrated. And the fact that Darkness Falls kind of goes on the lore of the Tooth Fairy being an evil demon, so to speak, kind of like Krampus, the evil Santa Claus, you know?
Right.
Kind of the same concept, but of course, Krampus was more of a comedy horror. But yeah, Darkness Falls, I really do consider it an underrated horror film for sure.
Right. Yeah, on eBay, the cheapest one is $76.
Yeah, for
For a
the
standard
Blu-ray,
Blu-ray.
the regular Blu-ray, the US release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the second option is $99. It's just like
Damn.
oh my gosh. So yeah, if you ever see that, that's why I go to a lot of yard sales. I'm like, I want to see something like that come up.
I get a lot of my
Yeah,
shit from the
yeah.
Whatnot app because people are always, you know, reselling stuff, whether it's a good deal or semi-overpriced, but not too bad.
Yeah, saying I go a lot. I go on
If
that a
you
lot,
don't
too.
mind it having German titles on the cover and on the back, it's
Yeah.
under $20 on Amazon Company.
I know, I saw that too. I was like, nah, I don't know if I want German titles.
It's a cool cover though. I don't know if my
It
phone will
is,
show it.
yeah.
Wait, you were looking on your phone.
I will
Oh,
show
that's
you a
cool.
I will show you a yard sale pickup I found.
So it's a German and Spain import also. Okay.
Yeah, I will show you a cool yard sale.
But it's region
find
free,
that I
so
found.
bonus.
Yeah.
I found this at a yard sale for $5.
Oh, what's that?
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
For
Literally
$5.
$5. I came out of the yard sale with my mouth just dropped, walking slowly to my car. My wife's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Only $5? I know.
Oh yeah, like
I would have ran to my car, worried the person might be like, "What was that?"
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm like, this lady didn't even know she had. I'm like, you do realize this is going for like $125 on eBay, right?
Yeah,
And I didn't
exactly.
say that. I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I'm like, the Blu-ray version of it just dropped, and I'm like,
I'm going to show
that-
the last thing in my stack of what my favorite, I guess you could say, buys of the year are.
Oh my
Which
god, they
world?
came out with that? I didn't know they did that.
It's not Blu-ray,
cool.
it's DVD,
Still,
but it's the entire series for sure.
that's awesome. Yeah, I want
Nice.
to rip on my NAS and have that on my servers. That'd be great.
That show is literally like my favorite show of all time, next to like say Law and Order SVU.
Absolutely. That show you can rewatch till you
Oh,
die.
I love it.
Like nothing you can like. It's always puts a smile on my face anyway. But,
Yeah, like imagine Boy Meets World, in modern day. It seemed like no teen would talk to each other and they're all on their phones.
yeah. Did you see they tried doing a Girl Meets World? And it just
I did.
Yeah.
I watched Girl Meets World. Was I a big fan of it? No. Do I feel like they could have done a lot better? Oh yeah, because Boy Meets World, even though it got a little bit more slapstick towards the end of the series, it tackled some really hard issues like abuse, drug use, alcohol, stuff like that, all in general. And it actually taught you something. And
Right,
Girl Meets
exactly.
World, I felt like didn't even try.
No. That's exactly. I agree completely because that's one thing that my wife's parents did was they're like, you can't watch anything else but for kid wise, but Boy Meets World because it could taught you something and it was great. It was G-rated. I mean, it was good.
When you grew up
Yeah.
with it.
You can't just
Right.
gender swap stuff and expect it to be good. That's
Right. Yeah.
and that's just another like money grab. But like, oh, we'll gender swap and
Like it still could have been Boy Meets World without the girl title in it, honestly.
Yeah.
I know.
Because it's still, Ben Savage, Corey, still learning himself as a father, so to speak.
Right.
No.
So it still could have been called Boy Meets World.
Yeah. It's just something they're trying to milk again. Just
Yeah.
they keep trying to milk something
Well, they
that
had
was
to-
just that great. It's
they're
like, dude,
trying
move
to-
on.
They're trying to bring it for a new audience, but unfortunately, the new audience of
Hello?
kids these days
Hi.
aren't as intelligent. Seems to be a strong word to use, but I'm going to use it anyway. They're just not as involved in it. The
Well,
stupid
it's just-
things is what makes them.
I'm gonna go
is
talk
what
about
makes
kids
them
and I'll be
happy.
right back.
You're good.
well, they from anymore. What I see from minute they're out of the womb, they got a fucking phone in their hand. Literally, I mean.
Basically.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm,
mean, like my cousin, they just had a baby, and like my mom watches it every now and then, and like she was saying how she had her phone out, and she was already trying to like push the buttons on the phone, and she's only a couple months old,
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
and like it's just I don't have kids, but I wouldn't let my kids have screens until. And I know it's difficult because of school and all that stuff. They
My
kinda
son's about to
have
be
them by-
15 and he doesn't have a phone.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. About 15, 16 years old, I wouldn't let them have screens until that point in time. I don't know. I just think it's destructive. It has to affect their learning ability. When you can just look up anything, like
Yeah.
instead of asking the question,
Actually
like,
learning. Yeah.
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 Because I still ask questions, and I'll tell somebody that's like closer to my age. I'm like, I've got all the answers right here in my hand if I want them, but I still ask questions because
Oh, I
that's how because I didn't grow up with this. So that's how you learn something is trying to figure it out.
Well, not just that, but
Yeah.
like, example, my mom, actually. I'd be like, hey, Mom, do you happen to know what this means? And she'll just go,
Yeah.
Google it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, you're the mom. You're
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to know this shit. And she Google it.
Yeah.
So it could be
But
annoying.
it It just has to be harmful though altogether. Have you heard about? I don't know a lot about it, but have you heard about people like where they're bent over like looking at their phones all the time?
Oh
If
yeah,
people are having like vertebrae fused
their neck.
together in
Yeah.
their neck,
Yes.
like were they
Yes.
looking at their phones all the time?
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, always in
Yeah.
that. Always in that hunched over position. We're gonna look weird in a few decades, y'all.
Yeah, we
Humans
are.
are gonna be. I've got the.
Well,
someone
I don't think
pointed out to
Wally's
me-
too far off. I think that was probably a pretty
No,
good
not at
prediction.
all.
Wall-E
I've got
sounds like a
the-
pretty accurate movie.
Yeah.
I've got the pinky indention. Do you guys have that? I don't know if you see that little curve. That's from holding your phone like
What is
this.
it? I don't know. Oh,
Ah.
that big one. Oh yeah.
Somebody pointed that out to me, and I was like, "What?" Because my other one doesn't do that, and it's just from holding your phone. You guys, and you run your finger over it. You can feel it.
I don't think I do that.
No.
You don't do that?
I don't know.
What do you use one of those things? I don't use one of those.
No,
things
I don't
to go
even
with
do
your
that. I
phone.
think I'm laying down most
No.
of the time.
I always put my
Well.
pinky right there to hold my phone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't really
I've
do
got
that either. Well, I always
Crazy.
use these type of cases, so I don't hold it like that
There you
for
go.
some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I usually hold it two-handed, or I actually hold it in my left hand. But I grip it from the back like this and hold it from the cover, so I guess it don't.
Yeah, after we
Oh, no.
get off here,
Yeah.
though, I'm definitely going to go make sure that this did stream on like my channel and stuff like that. See if it actually did
Oh,
work.
yeah.
It says it is because it's all green here. It
Good.
has a green check mark next to all the streaming.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
QQQ. Too bad you
yeah,
can't
it's
do it
pretty
on like
good.
TikTok.
Well, I was going to say if you guys ever want to break them down and put them on TikTok, if you want to break them into segments, you can do that.
That's
True.
true.
You'd have to
That is
download it
true.
and edit it that way. You can probably
Oh, yeah.
your phone can probably handle that size of file.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I think
Just
I
break
did
it
that
down.
once where I was able to take one of the interviews we did with Lana Winters, the director girl of
Yeah.
that short horror movie thing. And I was able to rip it from YouTube and actually put it onto my page.
Yeah.
But I tried to do it again, and then certain ones just did not want to do it. So she's the only one on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you usually have to download, well, like for my computer example, I just download it to my computer and then I re-upload it. If you do that, you have to re-upload it just like you're putting a new video up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
There's
There's
I
a
know we already
way.
hit the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I'm about ready to roll here in a minute.
Oh yeah, shit. I didn't even notice
I was
that.
going to wait till Justin come back so we can.
Yeah, to say,
So we just
yeah.
don't go. Yeah.
I was trying to be
He's
nice.
gonna come back. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
Nobody
like, "What?
here.
You bitches left?" No.
Yeah.
Too slow.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want to, we'll try to start doing this regular again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's good.
my days
Just
off
whatever.
completely are Mondays and Tuesdays now.
Okay. What's just for me? Anytime works for me. Just
Okay.
it's up to Jody.
I'll have to see. Blah, 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 blah. I guess in the evenings, either one of those. Of course, every other week it's going to be a little loud here, but
Yeah.
but other than that, I don't know if you guys want to do a weekly thing or an every other week with that.
It's
every
whatever
other week
you
show,
guys
or
want.
once a month. I
Usually
don't know what
we've
y'all
just
wanna do.
been kind of winging it, you know. So
Or I can't remember. It's been so long. I don't remember the schedule at all.
it used to be Sundays.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Sundays at like.
I think we should do it bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then
Burn
that way it
ourselves
gives us
out.
time to ask
Yeah.
people if they want to join us or not too.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Definitely.
And then we
We can
have
do
time to promote it and all that kind of stuff too.
That sounds
I like
good.
it. I like it.
Just
And
just whatever days. It's up to you guys because I can do it any day. It'll be fine. As of right
That's
now.
cool. I can
Yeah,
figure
just-
it out. I can figure it out. We can talk to each other in the our little group thing. I'll figure out what because right now the weeks are all wonky because of Christmas and New Year's break over here.
Yeah.
But once I figure out what the routine is that we're back on, we can start shooting for that week where
Oh
it's a little quieter here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, and I'm going to talk to some of my TikTok friends too, because they do have Instagrams. It's just they're more active on TikTok, so I'll probably
Yeah.
have to talk to them on there and see if they want to join, because there are some people that I have on there that have thousands of followers, that you also follow, Jody. Movie
Yeah.
Nerd 4, Jesse.
Good dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
He'd
just
be
do
a fun
whatever you
one to
want.
have on.
Uh-huh.
Because it's funny, I actually finally got to like so-called meet him online through someone else doing a live stream that had him on as just like an extra guest and stuff like that. And I had requested like, hey, I can go live if you guys want me on, kind of deal. And he brought me on and finally got to chat with Jesse and stuff. So,
Cool.
Nice.
oh yeah, I think he'd be
Yeah.
a fun one to have on the show.
Yeah, I got plans to be a little more active over there coming very soon because I have not been. So
Well, yeah, and that's why I've been trying to, spicing up my YouTube channel a little bit more now because, I want that traction over there too, not just
Yeah.
TikTok.
yeah.
So I try to share both videos on both platforms to kind of bump up the views regardless.
Yeah, my goal is to get put myself on a better schedule because that's my big thing. By the time I got any sort of time where I can sit down and record a YouTube video or do anything like that, I just lose track of time.
No.
So
Well, you were
I'm
saying
not sure.
evenings usually are good for you, so why don't you just do your videos during the evening?
It sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Sounds like a good idea. It just doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
and they
I
don't
gotta-
have to
I
be
gotta
super
put my-
long unless you're
Oh,
doing
I
like
know.
say a collection video or something like that.
Yeah. It's all me, man. I got to put myself on a strict schedule. That's what's got to come down to. Once I get that ball rolling, I'll be golden.
Yeah.
Just gotta get that ball rolling.
I've got to get my filmological channel up and going here soon. I've just been lazy about it. I had some
We've all been
trouble with
lazy.
I had some trouble with one of my eyes after I had my cataract surgery. So I was kind of behind a little bit. So I've got all that sorted out. So I just
Yeah.
just lazy about wanting to build the graphics package and do animation stuff. And I want to do most of that stuff myself. And just, it's time consuming. You sit down on a computer and you look up and it's like 5 hours just went by.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So actually, you guys are not on my
Yeah.
time because it's what like 6:16 here,
I got
but
8,
late
16.
for you guys.
Yeah, it's not too bad though. It's the
Nah.
only thing it holds. The only thing it holds me up is I have to get on that damn dialysis machine, and I usually try to do it around 9, or not 9. Excuse me, 10 or 11. Because if not, I'm on it up 10 o'clock between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning. So
Mhm.
it don't matter. It's not like I'm working. It don't really matter. It's just I don't know. I like getting up early because I get up early. What I do anymore, ever since I've have better vision now, I watch a movie every morning, so I'm finally starting to get take care of some of that backlog I've had for a while. So
Same here.
Okay.
I need to catch up on movies that I bought that I still haven't watched in general, whether it's a new movie or an old movie. Like I said, I barely just watched The Cabin in the Woods, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Like it was funny, ridiculous, and made you go, "What the hell?" It was fun.
I'm back.
But
He's
yeah, I
back.
need to get back
Well, you're
on that
back,
too
but
myself.
we're all leaving.
Oh, we're all leaving. Is it
Yeah.
in stream?
yeah,
Yeah, basically it is the end of the
We were
stream.
waiting for you.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
felt bad if you just came back and there was just nobody here.
Yeah, I appreciate
Exactly.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured it'd be close to 8 and 2 hour stream. That's what you guys would be wrapping it
Yeah.
up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming,
Well,
man.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry, last time I've been, past 2 months, I've been either been gone or sick every weekend. And
Well,
then
let's just
it
say
finally
you've been
got
the
me where
most
I'm okay.
active guest that we've had.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true. Every time
Good.
we've reached out, you're always right there.
Most of the time, yeah, you're there.
Good. Well, yeah, I just conversations like this I'd kill for any day. So I appreciate you guys reaching out.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we were thinking of trying to get back on the, ball of doing the show regular again. But we're thinking like every 2 weeks, so bi-weekly.
Sure. Yeah. If you guys there, anytime you want me, I'll be there. So if I can.
Awesome.
But
All right, gentlemen.
Awesome.
Well,
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yep. Thanks for
Good
everybody
being
stopping
back.
by too. We appreciate it. We had a
Yes,
pretty good.
and Happy
we had-
New Year
absolutely.
to everyone.
Yep.
Indeed.
You as
Indeed.
well.
We'll see y'all
Yep.
in 2023.
Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I'm
That
throwing
too.
it
Please
in there.
do.
Yes.
To
Please
the
do.
Cult of Collectors channel and everybody else's channel here. Justin.
Yep, Charlie Cinematic
Still Raising
Universe.
Wargaze. And I don't
Still
have a
Raising
channel
Wargaze.
you guys can subscribe to right now, but
He's working
coming
on it.
soon. Yeah. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
My new channel.
Everybody,
Yeah.
have a good night.
See ya.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
See ya.
Later.
See ya.
Later.